Good morning, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Brian Craig. This is Florida's longest running radio show that you're tuned in here to on YouTube. We're on a whole bunch of radio stations, and we talk about all the news and issues of the day. We take calls from our radio listeners, and you guys on YouTube can call in toll-free too. Numbers behind me, toll-free number. This is our top of the hour break to get the show started. Here we go.
Give Mike at Friendly Tire a call right now. We'll give you a quote right over the phone. 954-977-9445.
Indeed.
954-977-9445. Don't waste time going anywhere else. You will never find prices as low as Friendly Tire in Margate.
The Steve Kane Show is brought to you by Attorney Barry Siegel at the Siegel Law Group. Are you concerned with the distribution of your assets at the time of your passing? Avoid probate. Call the Siegel Law Group with 9 offices throughout South.
Welcome, everyone. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Click that notification bell. I add new content here all the time. And a thumbs up, everybody. That helps more than you know. A thumbs up is awesome.
You are listening to South Florida's longest running radio show, The Steve Kane Show. To call the show toll free, dial 1-888-GO-GAIN-1. That's 1-888-GO-GAIN-1. And now, here's Steve Kane.
All right, guys, welcome to the program. It is Monday morning, March 22nd, 2021. My name is Brian Craig. You are listening to Florida's longest running radio show, The Steve Kane Show, on the radio since 1977. That's right, and we, of course, are here live weekday mornings from 6 until 9 a.m. Eastern Time with overnight rebroadcast 7 nights a week, midnight till 6. On the radio, we broadcast live on AM 1470, 95.3 FM, 96.9 on the FM radio dial. You can also listen to us on the iHeart Radio app and the TuneIn app, searching for us by our station call letters WWNN, and of course, live streaming with a very active and exciting chat room on YouTube. Just search Brian Craig on YouTube. That's Brian Craig on YouTube. All right, well, big news weekend. Absolutely amazing. You know, there's no doubt about it. President Trump is a genius. You know, a lot of people, they don't understand Trump still. It's amazing to me. All the years he's been in public life, 4 years in the White House, and they still do not understand Donald Trump and what it is that he does. I mean, what do you think Donald Trump's major skill set is? He has a lot of great skills. But what is his greatest of all skills? Right? You know what it is? Marketing and timing. Marketing and timing. That's right. You know, there's lots of guys in New York that build big buildings all over the place and been doing it forever. Right? But how many of them can you name? How many of them are household names? Donald Trump is. He's brilliant at branding, and he knows how to play the media. He knows how to time things for maximum effect. And we're seeing that happen just now. Jason Miller, who's worked for Trump for quite some time. I think he was on the 2016 campaign even, Jason Miller. But he went on Fox News, their media show over the weekend, and dropped a huge bombshell that President Trump, in 2 to 3 months, will be launching a new social media platform. And, you know, it's amazing, you know, people like Donald Trump, why are they successful, right? How are they so successful? Well, if we all knew why people like Donald Trump were successful, we'd all be billionaires, right? You know, becoming a billionaire is absolutely amazing. I've known a lot of millionaires in my time. Maybe you have too. I know millionaires now. I am not one. I might be considered a thousandaire, possibly. I don't know, or 100aire. I don't know exactly where my air falls into, but it's far from that. But millionaires, you know, you bump into them, you know, crossing the street. But how many of you have ever known a billionaire with a B personally? I never have. Never have. I don't even know if I've met a billionaire. I don't know. You know, I had a conversation with one. You know, a billionaire is, I mean, that's so much more money than we can even imagine compared to a millionaire. Well, anyway, someone like Donald Trump is successful because they are at their best when they're down and when you think they're down. And Donald Trump being banned from the Twitter and everything else was the biggest favor they could have given to him, right? And I'll tell you why, and there's many other reasons why other than the ones that I just can think of off the top of my head. But this ban from the major social media platforms and now starting his own in 2 to 3 months, which I want to hear your thoughts on that, as well as to what you think it should be named. I have some thoughts on it and what's going on here, although we have very little information from Jason Miller. See, right now, the southern border of the United States is in complete anarchy. You're seeing this. I mean, it's just completely chaotic down there. Many believe that at this point in time, technically, we don't have a southern border other than a line on a map. And it's getting worse and worse. And it's not just that. Look what's happened with Russia. Russia recalling diplomats. I mean, when a nation recalls ambassadors, that's a big deal. So things are falling apart with Russia. Gas prices are soaring. The southern border has evaporated. And even if they stopped today, one more person coming across the border, which they're not going to do, they'd still have a huge problem because they're transporting the people all over the country, as far north as the Canadian border, from what news reports are telling us. And it's just a disaster. The media are turning on Biden, and it's completely chaotic. And there's other problems too. And Donald Trump has remained largely silent, speaking here, speaking there, releasing a statement here, there, and from time to time. If President Trump had not been banned from Twitter and the other platforms, he would have had a almost moment-by-moment, play-by-play and analysis of everything Biden has done up until this point. And that would have been spectacular, and we would have enjoyed that, and that would have been great. It would have been effective. But it's better this way, because the launch of this new social media platform, you're going to find when the Trump social media platform goes live, okay, when it goes live, he is going to become, the media are going to try to stop this, and they won't cover it properly and all of these things. Donald Trump is going to become the voice of record in media. Just like that. Boom. Just like that. You may not be, I snap my fingers, you may not be able to hear them because my hands are kind of, I don't know, they're not in snap mood today. A little soap residue from the shower, I guess. A little Dove on there stopping me from snapping. But you get it. He is going to be the voice of record anytime something happens involving the government or the United States, no matter what it is. It can be this issue with the Russian ambassador being recalled. It could be the southern border. It could be an incident with a police officer in an unnamed American city somewhere. Donald Trump will be on his new social media platform commenting on it, and that's where people will go. And it's better that he's been away for a couple of months, because Trump has been basically gone for a couple of months. I know we saw him here and we saw him there, and there was an isolated statement here, there, and this place. But President Trump has been gone for a couple of months, right? He hasn't been on TV every 5 minutes. He hasn't had tweets or anything to comment on everything in real time. And in the time that President Trump has been out of public life, in the time that President Trump has been not just out of the White House, but has been out of public life, in just 60 days, we have a complete collapse of the immigration system and many other things in this country, and it's getting worse each and every day. By the time he gets his platform up online, he would have been out of public life for 5 or 6 months. Maybe 4 months, but maybe 6 months. So when President Trump first comes on to his new social media platform, we're going to have 4 to 6 months without Trump commenting on anything, being in the White House, all gone for about 4 to 6 months, and there will have been what's virtually seen as a collapse of the American system in many, many ways. And it will be worse then than it is today. You think things are bad today? What are they going to be like in 2-3 months down the road? And he'll come in as a savior. The launch of his media platform is the launch of his 2024 campaign. So they did him an incredible favor. And he'll be unfiltered because he'll own the thing. So, President Trump is a brilliant marketer. He knows about timing. Man, I wish he would just spend 5 minutes of his time, just 5 minutes, setting out a marketing plan for me. Oh my goodness. I'd be so famous and a household name just if he gave me 5 minutes, a couple sentences of advice. I'd be boom, because that's how sharp he is. That's how brilliant he is when it comes to marketing. And he's always right. So this is spectacular. We are entering a new age. Trump is back. He will be the voice of record, the source of record. He'll be the go-to guy to respond to everything. Now, the mainstream media aren't going to cover this platform and his comments on it in the beginning. After a while, they'll be forced to, because Newsmax TV will, Fox News will, One American News will, all these other places will. Okay? So they'll be embarrassed into doing it. This is amazing. I mean, this is just a great, great day and a great time, and this is wonderful. Now, I want to hear your thoughts on the new Trump social media platform. I'd also like to hear your ideas for a name. Now, I have my own name. My name is Trumpet IT, Trump IT. Okay, now we know President Trump puts his name on everything he does. That's the brand. The brand is Trump. Trump means excellence, right? That's why I remember the first time I saw President Trump and his name on things, like as a brand, this was like, it had to be around 1990. Might have been the late 80s still. But I was at the Sharper Image store. Do any of you guys remember Sharper Image? That was the coolest store back in the day. They had all the latest gizmos and electronics, and it was pretty fancy. I didn't buy too much there because it was very, very expensive. But I remember, now this was like 89, sometime between 89 and 91-ish. And I know when it was because I can remember who I was with when I saw this. And I go to the Sharper Image store, and they had a display, this huge box, and it was a box of Trump steaks. And it was $400 or something. And this is like 89 to 91. $400 is a lot of money now. You know how much it was back in 90? So I thought, wow. Trump steaks. Every bite tastes like $1 million, right? That's true. They didn't say that on the box, and I thought, wow, this is so strange. Donald Trump has steaks. Now, I didn't even really know who he was too much then. Saw him on TV a few times. Saw him on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous with Robin Leach. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And that was the beginning of his huge marketing campaign. But he has his name on everything, is the point of that story. Trump steaks. Trump Doral here in Florida, right? Trump Turnberry. Everything is Trump, which is awesome, right? So whatever he names the social media platform, I'm pretty certain it'll have his name in it. I like Trump It, Trump with an IT, right? Trumpet. And then when we do the version of tweeting, we'll call it Trumped. I sent out a Trumped, or maybe I sent out a Trumpet. I sent out a Trumpet. Yeah, I like Trump It, IT, Trumpet, IT. I like that, but I'm sure whatever Donald Trump comes up with, it'll be fine, it'll be brilliant, and it'll be perfect, and it'll become a new word in the American language. But this is very exciting. This is very exciting. If you're on hold, don't go anywhere. I'm going to take our first break of the week. My name is Brian Craig. This is Florida's longest running radio show, the Steve Kane Radio Show. On the radio since 1977. Our number is toll-free, 1-888-GO-KANE-1, 888-465-2631. We'll take our first break of the week and be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, my name is Tom Laporta.
Good morning, everyone. If you're just tuning in, make sure you subscribe, click that notification bell, and if everybody in there could give me a big thumbs up, that is awesome and helps a lot. Very much would appreciate that. Let me see here. Well, I'm sorry, Freedom Soup. That's it. Oh man, how exciting.
4602 for a free home inspection and estimate. Our website is www.laportacontracting.com, where you will find our latest video and live testimonials from a few of our past clients. Our number again is 954-604-4602.
This is Dr. Matez from the BioStation West Delray. The BioStation is America's premier age management solution due to the extensive array of options available. At the BioStation, we take your health seriously. Our men's health program is doctor supervised with multiple options to treat erectile dysfunction and low testosterone. Erectile dysfunction may be a sign of a more serious issue, and our medical team can help you get to the root cause. Let us help you get to the source of the issues that are holding you back from leading a fulfilling life. If any degree of erectile dysfunction is holding you back, call me immediately at 561-320-8893. That's 561-320-8893.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for it.
All right, we are back 19 minutes after the hour. My name is Brian Craig. This is the Steve Kane Radio Show. Flow Ride is the longest running radio show. That's right. On the radio since 1977. All right, we're going to go to our phones. We're talking about this incredible, brilliant timing, brilliant plan of Donald Trump, his new social media platform, and I'm just very excited today. Our number 1-888-GO-KANE-1, that's K-A-N-E in the number 1, 888-465-2631, 888-465-2631. We're going to go to our phones. Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name? Uh-oh. Is this the Monday morning? Is this the Monday morning problem that we have sometimes? Good morning. Let me put them on. Oh, I hear something. All right, let me try another caller and see. Good morning. You're on the radio. Hello, you're on the air. I think we might have a problem, Rich Allen. Let me try another one. There's only one opening on the board. Good morning. You're on the radio. Oh, no. Okay, good. We got it now. We got it now. I just hit one of the buttons and we came back. All right, you're on the air. Good morning.
Brian, this is Michigander calling you.
Hey, Michigander. How you doing?
I just wanted to say that, well, a couple things. I wanted to say that it's so cool because when I heard that he was going to start that platform, I myself said that I thought he should call it Trumpet. I didn't think of Trump It, which makes more sense, but... Yeah,
so of course my idea is the brilliant one. I should trademark that, unless the president already has.
Never Trumpers always say that we're Trumpers. Well, I've always myself a trumpet.
Yeah. A trumpet? Well, trumpet's that's in the feminine, so, in this era we're not even supposed to genderize anything, but Trump it, IT, that's my pick. But this is an interesting thing because, by the time Trump gets his platform online, which I promise you he is going to do the right way. It's not going to be like Parler where or Gab, they go online and 5 minutes later the servers crash. President Trump said a couple of weeks ago, he was asked about Parler, and President Trump said, Parler can't handle me. He said they don't have the server capacity to handle the traffic I would bring in. So I don't. It's not going to be Parler. It's possible, Michigander, that he's working with Mike Lindell because Mike Lindell said he's working on his social media platform. I would not be. Yeah.
Great minds think. What if I could? I want to throw you a compliment, if I may.
Oh, please.
after our conversation that we talked about on Friday about how you like to make yourself accessible. You know, I don't like the word fans or anything because to me, first radio personality I've really talked to, but to me, you're just a down-to-earth guy who, you know, we like to talk politics on occasion.
Yeah, that's me, Mr. Down-to-Earth.
Cool. It was really cool. Well, yeah, because Saturday morning I get a notification on my phone from YouTube that you're on, so I put it on the big screen, and you're at the car wash.
That's right, I was at the car wash.
With you, you know, and you're telling us about your day and everything going on, and I just think that is so cool. Like I said, I don't really...
Yeah, you know, that car wash, they shouldn't have charged me. I had thousands and thousands of people watching me on YouTube at the car wash on Saturday morning. They really should not have charged me. They should have given me that car wash comp, but no, I paid for it. But, you know, yeah. I know. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm a very accessible guy.
And before I get my disconnect, now do you take paid?
Well, we don't want to get into all that stuff. We don't want to get on all that stuff. But I'll tell you this. You know, if you follow me on social media, including YouTube, you will. You know, I'm very accessible. I like that connection with the listeners out there. I do appreciate all of that. Now, our number 1-888-GO-CANE-1, I think we've got the phone bug worked out. You know, the thing we always have gremlins on Mondays because no one uses this studio during the week. Over the weekend, someone uses it, and they do a different setup in here. They use it one day a week. They have a different setup than I use during the week, and all I had to do was push one button. One button was unpushed, unpressed, whatever you call it. Boom, one button, phones were working, where everything's cool. And I've gotten used to how they rework things, I guess. All right, we'll go back to our phones. There's one opening at 1-888-GO-CANE-1. We're talking. I want to try to keep things focused here in a little bit. I know there's a lot of other issues. I'm going to get into a lot of other issues. We're talking about Trump's new social media platform, the timing of it, how brilliant it is, what this is going to do to news. This is going to change news. You know, news right now is the news media are about to turn on Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in a way that Democrats have never experienced. And I was talking to you all about this on Friday's show, and then over the weekend, other people, I guess they're monitoring the broadcast or something, are picking up on it. And here's what I'm talking about. They've locked out the media. Even though I heard a reporter on Fox News from Getty Images, a photographer, who was talking about how he had complete and open access during Obama, during GW at the border, and Trump. And now he's locked out. And at some point, they're going to let the media in. And what they're doing, and I'm glad the media, this is what's going to turn the media against them. They're setting up fake tours for the media. They're getting some facilities that are going to look spectacular. And then they're going to take the media through them. And it's going to look like what it is. Complete 150% propaganda. And the media are going to turn... Now this will be a test for the media. Because I think most of the American people and consumers of news are going to understand that this is a propaganda tour, that some fake places are being set up right now for the media to take tours of. Okay? Now, this will be a test for the media. Will they report that? And if they don't, they're going to be in big trouble because some of the media will, like Fox News channels talking about what they expect to happen, which is what I just said now. So if Fox News and Newsmax and all the others are out there talking about how this was a fake propaganda stunt, and say like CNN or MSNBC don't, they're going to look like fools. And eventually they'll turn their wrath onto the Biden administration for setting up a publicity propaganda tour because it'll start to discredit them even among their own people. And what they'll say is when they don't do it right away, the CNN and MSNBCers, they'll say our investigation has now uncovered this and we can confirm that was not the standard facility. It's obvious what's going on here. And the Democrats, one of the reasons they're handling this so poorly in the White House is, well, one, because they're, Democrat bureaucrats, and they're incompetent. That's a big part of it. But the other thing is, Democrats are accustomed to having a free ride with the media. And they're not used to dealing with a media that's holding them accountable, and that's what they're dealing with now. All right, let's go back to our phones. You're on the radio. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Brian. This is John in Wellington.
Hey, John in Wellington. How are you?
Great. As far as Mr. Trump is concerned, I think he should keep it as basic as possible. I think he should call it TSM, Trump Social Media. And when you send a message, you can just say, hey, I just trumped someone, or I just trumped...
I like that. I trumped someone. I just sent out a Trump.
Right, exactly.
And if you like something, instead of liking, I just trumped it.
And after a while, the word Trump or the name Trump will be synonymous with message sending and openness and honesty.
If his name will be in the name. I mean, Trump will be in the name of this. There's no doubt about it, because that's how he brands things. And and what'll happen is his name will be the most commonly used word in English when that happens.
Exactly. Now, as far as the media is concerned, I don't know if they're going to turn on the Biden administration or not. I just hope they realize that they are very, very responsible for this situation on the border right now. Mr. Biden in office.
Yeah, they are. They are responsible. Yeah, I mean, and it's total anarchy. So what do you think when they take the media on this propaganda tour? Do you think the media will report that it was a fake propaganda tour set up, or what? What do you think they'll do?
I don't know. I can't tell at this point, because the media only does what their masters tell them to do, and I don't know how deep, what kind of deep pockets they have as far as the DA.
Yeah.
The people that run these media conglomerates are going to do whatever they're supposed to do based on who's paying them off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they've got a lot invested in Biden because the media love Biden. They're liberal. He's liberal. They're Democrats. He's a Democrat. But they're turning on him. The mainstream media are turning on Biden on a dime.
I could see it going both ways, either way. But the problem is, within the last year, I have been wrong on so many ways.
That's okay. I've been wrong too, and we'll both be wrong again. That's okay. Yeah. No, it's okay to be wrong. It's okay. We're all wrong all the time. All right, take care. All right, that's John in Wellington, Florida. Oh man, 1-888-GO-CANE-1 is our number. It's a toll-free call. 1-888-465-2631. There is so much wall at the southern border. It's absolutely amazing. I was watching early yesterday morning. There's a TV show on FX that's a spinoff of Sons of Anarchy. Remember Sons of Anarchy, the motorcycle gang? I know it's a motorcycle club, but remember Sons of Anarchy? They have a spinoff series called Mayans, which is about the Hispanic motorcycle gang, which were in many episodes of Sons of Anarchy, but they got their own show now, and it's a Trumpified show. A lot of it's about the border and all this now, and they film. I watched the first 2 episodes. Edward James Olmos is in it. I watched the first 2 episodes. They film so much of this television show on the new border wall. It's amazing. They have these huge, long scenes of the motorcycle riders, the motorcycle gang riding down pieces of the Trump wall on the southern border. And it's interesting because these episodes were filmed quite some time ago, many months ago. And I've seen this in some other television shows too, but that means that the Trump administration was cooperating with the FX network and allowing this left-wing show Mayans to actually film on the border wall. There was even one scene that they filmed on a long portion of the Trump wall. This is in Mayans, it's on FX, where they had a scene where American federal agents were meeting with Mexican federal agents, and they met at the border wall, and they actually opened up a door in Trump's wall for them to meet. And the Trump administration not only cooperated with them, they allowed them to film a scene where they opened up this door in the wall and had a scene on both sides of the wall. It's amazing how, that's how transparent Trump was. He's even got left-wing TV shows down there filming on the wall. But it's amazing how much wall there is. I was watching Judge Jeanine over the weekend. Did you guys catch this? Judge Jeanine in a cowboy hat went to the southern border, and she was interviewing this sheriff on top of a mountain, and you could see in the background the Great Wall of Trump. That's what I call it, the Great Wall of Trump. And it went on for as long as the eye could see. Now, they were in one of the unfinished portions. And that's, to kind of illustrate how it wasn't completed. But that wall, President Trump built so much wall. You know what Biden really needs to do to change the media narrative here? He needs to complete the wall. But he'll never do that because he ran against the wall, right? He was always against it. So, he can't. I was just talking to John from Wellington, and you heard him. He says he's been wrong many, many times, so many times. And I said, yeah, I'm wrong all the time, too. That a real man can admit their mistake and change things up. But Biden and Democrats, they're not like that. They can't admit that they were wrong about the wall. But if Biden completed the construction of the wall, things would get a lot less chaotic, and we'd have a southern border again. And it would turn the media narrative against him, because it's not just that we don't have a southern border and there's a southern border crisis. There's other things too. Transporting the migrants around the country. That's a COVID issue and a big problem. They're transporting them all over America, as far north as the Canadian border, they said. That's a problem. They don't have a proper testing facility. They're not even testing people. That's a problem. There's a complete humanitarian crisis down there because of the conditions are so overwhelmed. They don't have enough beds. They don't have enough food. They don't have facilities that they need. So, I mean, there's just a huge, it's anarchy. It's like Haiti after the earthquake situation at the southern border. But completing the wall would change everything. But he can't admit that he was wrong about it. Neither can Kamala, so it's not that they're not going to go that route. All right, we're going to take our break here for the bottom of the hour. Those of you on hold, do not go anywhere. I'll go to the phones right after the break. Our number, toll-free, 1-888-GO-CANE1. 888-465-2631.
We've got you covered. AM 1470, FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network. WWNN, Pompano Beach.
Attorney Barry Siegel. I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. Be right back.
Barry Siegel, how are you today?
I'm doing well, Brian. You?
I'm great. What do you have for us today, Barry?
People who have Alzheimer's disease, which is a horrible disease where you no longer have your mental capacity. At that point, when the Alzheimer's is too severe, you can't make any more legal decisions for yourself. You can't sign any papers. You can't do your will, your power of attorney, your health care decisions. You can't do it. It's too late. And obviously, it's important to make sure that take care of this planning before, God forbid, that ever happens. I had a client's parents who they had gotten Alzheimer's in their 40s, and they survived for about 10, 12 years and passed in their 50s. Unfortunately, it's not something that only happens to us when we're in our 70s.
Yeah, I know.
So is that another expense the government tells you?
Exactly. Exactly.
To make sure that we just plan ahead at a point
Now,
where we actually
Michigander asked me if I have like PayPal or Patreon, and the answer to both of those questions is yes. In the link, there's links to both in the description of this episode. I have a Patreon page that there's a lot of benefits if you become a Patreon supporter of mine. And I also have a PayPal link, and that's all in the description of every YouTube video, including this one.
Everyone to make sure that you look at your plan and make sure it's up to date, and that's why we will do a free review of your current plan, or if you don't have a plan, come in, fill out our questionnaire, we'll go through everything very thoroughly with you and make some recommendations to make sure that you and your family are protected.
Yeah, and things are always changing. You may not even realize it because things in life happen so slowly, but over the course of time, those documents...
I'm drinking more water, so I'm gonna have to take more bathroom breaks than I normally do during the 3-hour show. Sometimes I can go 3 hours, but I drank a lot of water this morning before I left home and got to the radio station. I had 2 bottles already. I got a third one here. When I'm done with my coffee, I'm going to hit my 3rd bottle of water.
855-FLA-3782.
I need to be hydrated.
SiegelLawGroup.com. All right, Attorney Barry Siegel, we will talk later in the week.
Thank you, Brian. Have a great day.
You too. Take care.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for WWN.
All right, we are back. My name is Brian Craig. This is the Steve Kane Radio Show, Florida's longest-running radio show. On the radio since 1977. So we've got a lot of things on the table. I'll take a call or two before I bring up anything else. Good morning. You're on the radio. Oh, here we go, guys. Yes, you're on the air. What's your name?
My name? I'm not sure if this is me.
You're not sure? Yeah, it's you. It sounds like you. Are you you? It sounds like you.
I am me. My name is JP.
Okay.
About the Trump platform, right?
Well, that's one of the things, yeah.
Yeah, okay, we can go over a couple topics, but what do you think the platform is going to be like?
I think it'll be a
compared to other leading websites. Like, is it going to be a search engine?
Well, my guess would be he asked, what's your name again? AP or JP?
JP.
JP. Okay, JP. My guess would be, President Trump is absolutely brilliant, and Jason Miller, who works for him and has for years, said that he's been meeting with top tech people about this. And when someone is successful like Donald Trump, and if you look at a lot of the things that President Trump has done, he's taken things that are already in existence and made them better, right? Sometimes he's built completely new things, but he's taken old things and made them better. And what I imagine he'll do is take the best of all the major social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and he'll combine the best features that people like and that he likes and put them all in one.
So are the left going to be able to speak their side?
No, there's no doubt about it. Trump will not put that would make him a hypocrite. No, Trump's platform, what was that? You trying to troll me or something? What was that noise? What was funny? What did I say that was funny? I didn't finish this. What did I say that was funny?
To think that he wouldn't be hypocritical or like they wouldn't try to block out the left. Because I'll get it. Don't get me wrong. If you put up some type of platform for social media, then I would have me a profile. But a lot of things I disagree on with Trump.
Well, wait a second. You said you laughed with some strange sound. I thought you had Tourette's or something there for a second, so I didn't want to give you a hard time. I thought you might have like a physical condition or a health condition, but you made some strange sound that you said was a laugh when I said he wouldn't be hypocritical. You thought that was funny. Can you give me an example? Hold on, slow down, JP. Give me an example of President Trump being a hypocrite.
I mean, as far as
anything since he came down the escalator.
I mean, as far as blocking people's First Amendment or like trying to cancel people.
Donald Trump blocked people's First Amendment?
His attempts?
For example, give me a specific example of when Donald Trump tried to block someone's First Amendment.
Okay. The term rhino, even in his own party, just bringing up that term is just trying to put shame.
Well, first off, he didn't invent that. Rhino's been around for a long time. It stands for Republican in name. What do you think the First Amendment is? What is the First Amendment? Maybe you don't know what it is.
Freedom of speech.
And among other things. So when has Donald Trump tried to limit someone's free speech?
I mean, he has attempted it many times.
Well, give me an example of it. The most outrageous example.
That's why I was speaking on the rhinos, even on his own party.
Well, that's not violating someone's free speech. Calling someone a rhino he didn't say if you are a rhino, you can no longer speak in public. No, he didn't. That's not. He used his free speech.
Did he not say we need to get rid of these rhinos and get them out of office?
Well, yeah. Well, the way the American system works is you back candidates you like and don't back others. There's a primary process, and he's talking about No, that's not violating anyone's free speech. You are talking about violating his because you don't like what he says.
So how does the left violate free speech?
Oh, well, they pass... free speech, by the way, is... the First Amendment does not protect you from having your speech limited by individuals or companies or private companies. The First Amendment only protects you from having your free speech rights restricted by the federal government. Okay? So the federal government, so an individual saying you can't say that, or a company canceling you, or, you know, for example, when Twitter banned Trump, they did not violate his First Amendment, because the First Amendment only protects you from having the government limit your speech.
Okay, so what part of the government has been violating anybody?
No. You try to turn this on me. You're the one who said that President Trump... Excuse me. No. You're asking me to get out of the... The reason you're asking me is because you said something you can't back up. You're trying to get out of the embarrassment that you got into. And the answer is you can't think of a time when President Trump attempted to violate someone's First Amendment rights, because he never has. Has he ever advocated for the government to pass a law?
For the immigration subject. Why?
Okay, so you surrender on that one. Okay.
Yeah, they may be undocumented immigrants, but if you want to talk about human rights, is he not taking away somewhat he was trying to shut down sorry, I'm lost.
Now, I know you're lost. That's why you don't like Trump. If you weren't lost, you'd be on the Trump train.
No. That what?
I say I know you're lost because you hate Trump.
From trying to apply for asylum. Stop it. That's not a way of, like, you don't think that's a way of shutting down a person's free speech?
No, the First Amendment... Okay, no. The First Amendment of the Constitution does not apply to people outside of the United States. Okay? It's not the Constitution of the United States is only for the United States. It's not a global Constitution. So yeah.
Do you think it should be as a human right ideal?
What should be a human right ideal?
Humanity's point of view? Free speech? No?
Oh, no, I think there should be free speech everywhere, but see, you can't think of an example when he tried to limit someone's free speech.
Well, because it's a free speech.
So he hasn't done that. Okay, so since you've given up on that, you say that Donald Trump's a hypocrite. Haven't you realized in this conversation yet that all the things that you have issues with Donald Trump, he's never done?
I haven't even begun on my issues with Donald Trump.
Well, listen, I got to take a break in a minute. So give me what is your biggest gripe against Donald Trump? What do you take issue with him the most?
His crimes against humanity.
Okay, slow down. Donald Trump committed a crime against humanity. What crime was that?
We'll just call it treason.
He committed treason. When did he commit treason?
Behind the...
Foreign meddling? When did he meddle foreignly and commit treason, Donald Trump?
Behind the back of Congress?
You said that he committed treason involved with foreign meddling. Can you give me specifically what Trump did that you consider to be treason?
Him having meetings with foreign leaders.
He was the president of the United States. They meet with foreign heads of state.
When it comes to foreign interaction...
No, excuse me. He was president of the United States. He met with foreign leaders as president of the United States. That's not treason. That's what the president does.
Congress and talking to foreign leaders.
That's not treason. You don't need... the president does not ask for permission. The president does not ask for permission from Congress for that.
What do you think foreign meddling is? What do you think treason is?
Well, I know what it is. You do not. All right, appreciate the call. Thank you so much. We got to take a break. Oh, my goodness. See, most people that don't like... People wonder all the time, why doesn't everyone love Trump as much as I do, right? Most people that don't like Trump, when you talk to them, all the things they think about Trump, none of them are true. He talked to foreign leaders. Yeah, well, he was president of the United States. That's what they do. You know, he's a hypocrite. He violated First Amendment rights on people. Give me an example. Yeah, he did it. They don't have answers. The things that they think are true about Trump, none of them are true. It's amazing. All right, listen. We'll take our last break of the first hour. Those of you on hold, do not go anywhere. I'm Brian. This is the Steve Kane Radio Show. Florida's longest running radio show. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, this is George Corey of the Soul Authority. In this time of social distancing and sheltering in place, many people have
listen, the next commercial is my wife, Kathy, did a commercial for My Pillow.
Take care of your feet while remaining in your home, as we will send a doctor to your house for all of your podiatric needs. The best part of all is that Medicare pays for this visit. So, if you're a Medicare recipient, give the Soul Authority a call today at 954-597-7060. That's 954-597-7060. Don't let social distancing stop you from taking care of your feet. Call the Soul Authority today.
Hey there, guys, it's Kathy, Brian's better half.
my wife.
And one of the most important holidays of the year is coming up, Mother's Day. We all love our moms. They always take such good care of their families. And now it's time to take care of the moms in your life. Whether it's for your wife, your own mother, your grandma, or your daughter, MyPillow.com has amazing gifts any mom will love. They have pillows, sheets, slippers, blankets, and so much more. Get your mom a gift she will love and one she will actually use year after year. When you visit MyPillow.com, be sure to use promo code KANE, K-A-N-E, for absolutely amazing deals. MyPillow.com, perfect gifts for all the moms in your life. And remember, promo code KANE, K-A-N-E, for huge savings and great deals.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio.
Yeah, and that was my wife, Kathy, in that commercial, guys. And there are incredible deals at MyPillow.com for everyone on your Mother's Day gift-giving list. This new one, I've asked my wife to order a pair of these for me for my birthday, which is coming up in a couple weeks. The My Pillow My Slippers save 40% with the promo code KANE at checkout, K-A-N-E. The 6-piece My Pillow towel set, use the promo code KANE at checkout, K-A-N-E. Buy one set of sheets, get a second set free with free shipping. You can actually get two moms checked off your list with that. You can get your mother and your wife, both of them, the sheets. They'll love them, and they'll use them year after year. The Giza Dream Sheets, buy one set of sheets, get the second set free with the promo code KANE. So you can get, actually, this is a great deal. This is a great idea. I just came up with it. This is a great idea. Use the promo code KANE at MyPillow.com. Get the MyPillow towel set. Buy one, get one free, right, with the promo code KANE. Buy the Giza Dream Sheets from MyPillow. Get two sets of those, because that's buy one, get one free, right? And you can give your mom and whoever else is on your Mother's Day list, your wife, your daughter, your grandmother, you can give each of them a set of MyPillow towels and a set of MyPillow sheets. That's absolutely amazing. That's a great idea, isn't it? Use the promo code KANE at checkout, K-A-N-E. And I'll tell you, there's mattress toppers. Turn your whole mattress into a MyPillow. The mom on your Mother's Day gift-giving list will love this. That mattress topper, 30% off with the promo code KANE at checkout, K-A-N-E. There's other great deals there as well. And, listen, you know what Michael Lindell's up against. He's probably working on President Trump with this social media network, because we know Mike Lindell doesn't want to compete with President Trump, and they've kicked him out of all these retailers, but he's got us, right? And so not only are you supporting the great Mike Lindell and his great company, MyPillow, you're supporting the Steve Kane Radio Show with your Mother's Day gifts. But I kind of like that. Get the MyPillow towel set, buy one, get one free. Get the MyPillow Giza Dream Sheets, buy one, get one free. And you got two moms that are both getting the towels and the sheets. They'll love you for it, and they'll tell everybody about it. It's a gift they'll have for many years to come. Again, MyPillow.com, promo code KANE at checkout. You can also order by phone, 1-800-716-4879. 1-800-716-4879, promo code KANE when you call them, K-A-N-E. All right, I got a full board of calls, not one opening on the board, so when you hear me say goodbye to a caller, that's a good time to call in. You might get through then. And I've lost track of who called in what order. So the call I take may have been on hold 10 seconds or 38 minutes. So I really apologize, guys, but hey, I'm getting older, all right? Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name? Good.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Dave in Atlanta. How you doing?
Hey, Brian. Finally good to talk to you, man. Love your show. I just got a name.
Set
I want to add to your trumpet and call it Trump It Up.
Trump It Up.
Say Trump It Up.
Yeah, okay. I like that. That's your name for the social media platform. Are you excited? Now, when Donald Trump's social media platform goes live and online, are you going to sign up?
Oh, most definitely.
I'm going to, yeah.
Social media guy, but I will definitely sign up for that.
You know, I'll tell you, President Trump, probably what they're doing now, if they say they're 2 or 3 months out, what they're probably doing right now, they probably already have it done. And they're doing testing to make sure it can handle 80 to 100 million people signing up on the first day. You know what I mean? So they're doing. They don't want to have it go online and the story be it crashed and the servers couldn't handle it, like happened with Parler and Gab, right? And President Trump even talked about that. So I imagine they're in a testing phase right now to make sure that the Trump servers can handle the social media network. I bet they've already got the name. It's already set up, and they're just testing it out right now.
Yeah.
All right. Hey. Oh, by the way, Atlanta, Georgia. You know the media up there. You know you had those that terrible mass shooting from that lunatic with the massage parlors. Are they in the media and the local media in Atlanta? Are they calling it an anti-Asian hate crime, or are they properly reporting that this is really possibly a hate crime against sex workers?
Yeah, they're calling it a hate crime, but you know, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris showed up here to just show their faces. You know, I don't think they really care.
Yeah.
Faces.
Yeah. All right, appreciate the call from Atlanta, Georgia. All right. Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name? Yeah, can you turn down the volume of whatever device you have me on in the background? Because there's a delay. So what I'm hearing back there is like a minute ago, and it's hard to hear you.
Texas.
Hey, Marty in Texas. What's on your mind?
Listen, this Trump deal is the best thing coming down the pike.
Oh, yeah.
He is going to slaughter them.
Well, you know, what's going to happen is, if it's going to be online in 2 to 3 months, that'll mean Trump will have been out of office for like 4 to 6 months, right? And you see how there's been a total breakdown of the American system right now. Can you imagine how bad it'll be then? And everyone in the media and in the country are going to go to former President Donald Trump for a response and a solution to the problems caused by the Biden-Harris administration. This is you know, former presidents usually don't speak out on anything, right? And we're going to be in a whole new category now. And because things are collapsing, that's why people are going to go to him for answers, for solutions, for analysis, because Biden and Kamala Harris are a disaster.
Oh, you're right. You're right. He is going to just nail them to the wall.
Mm-hmm. I know. You going to sign up for his new social platform?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, me too. Do you have a name that you would like? Mine is Trumpet. Trumpet.
You know, I'm not partial to any of them. Be something with Trump in it.
No doubt. You don't like my idea? Oh, all right.
Well, I like Trumpet.
Trumpet. Okay, that's my idea. Trumpet's my idea. I like it. Yeah. And President Trump is very welcome to use it with just a very small royalty. Whatever royalty he thinks I deserve for coming up with the name, I'll take, because whatever royalty he gives me, everything he does turns to gold and platinum and palladium and everything else. So whatever royalty he gives me on the Trumpet name, I'll be set up for life.
You'll be set.
Oh yeah. All right, take care. Thanks so much for your call. Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name?
Hey, Al, South Florida. Trying to call early because I'm going to go somewhere soon. I want to make sure I can call in. I like the name Trumpet. I don't really have...
Gabe, $50 super chat. Thank you. Brian, here's my 2 cents. President Trump's media platform.
And about maybe a week or two ago, whenever we were talking about Mike Lindell.
Panache? What's Panache? Say that again?
Hold on a second. Sorry. I don't know if I got it. Okay, remember I think it was a week or two ago, we were talking about Mike Lindell was going to have his own social media?
That's right.
Yeah, I was just reading something online, or through online.
Panache?
And I don't remember hearing about this. I don't know if you talked about that. He's already having some issues.
Thanks, Gabe, for
where
that
somebody sent him some legal letters over the name.
Mm-hmm. They didn't like Mike Lindell. This is the thing, okay? This is the first time yesterday from Jason Miller that we heard that President Trump officially was going to have his own platform, right? And he said he's been talking with very high-level tech people too, Jason Miller. People have speculated, but this was the first confirmation. My immediate thought is he's working with Mike Lindell. Trump knows everything that's going on. Everything that's going on. And so he heard about the Mike Lindell thing like we did. And the reason I think he's working with Mike Lindell, and he might have gotten involved after the story came out with Mike Lindell, is because Jason Miller, when he described this platform, described this Trump platform using almost the same words that Mike Lindell used describing his platform. It's like Mike Lindell's been in meetings with Jason Miller and others about it. He said this is going to be a social media platform that's going to revolutionize and change the face of social media. They both said a variation of the exact same description of the platform. And that's why I think Mike Lindell is working with President Trump in some way with this.
Right, I think that's possible too. I'm not saying that's not possible. It sounds more logic, but I don't know. This article is on I don't remember even reading about it. It said that somebody was saying about maybe he might come up with a new name.
There was Mike Lindell was going to call his vocal spelled with in a strange way, and another company called Vocal spelled properly was going to threaten to sue, and then there was some talk. I don't know. That kind of faded away.
And then I read something. I thought I read something about Monday, which would have been last week, I guess. Because this was, I'm looking at something from the 12th, I believe, of March, and we're past that time. That he was going to come up with a new name, but maybe I don't. One thing I don't know what your thoughts on this is. Do you think because the Trump name's so powerful and well known, do you think? Of course, I like to see an app, but because of how the both app stores. Do you think? I think Trump. I'm not saying get away with anything, but I mean I think he could have a social media site where you go to the internet without an app.
Well, I'll tell you this. President Trump, believe me, this guy he understands business, success, promotion like none of us ever will. That's why he's a billionaire, okay? Took a small $1 million loan from his father, which he paid back. Who pays back their parents, right? Donald Trump, that's it. And he turned it into $10 billion, I am sure he is factoring in, I'm sure he'd like to be in the app stores, but I'm sure he has a plan in case they don't let him in there. And the chances are they won't let him in the app stores, Google and the Apple. So he will, I promise you, come up with a new and innovative way for everyone to have the app for his social media platform on their mobile device. You've got to be in people's palms. Everybody does everything with their phones now. He'll find a way around it if they do that.
There are apps out there. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't mean it.
Now, there's ways to do it, but you got to be a tech geek. No, he understands. He'll come up with a solution to that problem, and I would imagine that there are two things they're working on with the tech people. One, like I said earlier, the server problems. He doesn't want to launch it on a Friday, and by mid-afternoon it crashes like Parler did, because I've already heard him talk about how Parler servers couldn't handle it. So that's problem one. The second thing he's coming up with his people is how to get around the app stores if they don't let it in there. And I'm sure he'll have a solution to both of those. There's winners and losers. This guy is a winner, and he'll have a way.
You were saying your birthday is coming up soon. Me and you share the same birthday, actually, so that's going to be...
Oh, the same. Yeah, my birthday, April 20th, which is a big day. It's International Marijuana Day, 420, and it's also the birthday of Adolf Hitler.
Not to joke around, because I'm not religious or anything, but me being a Jew, she used to make a joke about it. Not that it was not a racist thing, but...
Oh.
She said, you act like you're...
Oh, yeah, born on the same day as Hitler. Yeah. Well, you could have, you could maybe you could celebrate your birthday on the 19th or the 21st.
I have a cousin, actually, I don't really talk to him, but his birthday's the day after mine, the 21st.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you could celebrate it on the 20th. Like the kids that are born on February 29th, right, on the leap years.
My brother's is on May Day, so...
Oh. Well, May Day is better. May Day, which is the International Workers' Communist thing, for those that don't know. May Day is better than Hitler's birthday.
That's true. Well, I'll talk to you again.
All right, take care. Hey, listen, if you're on hold, don't go anywhere. There's only one opening on the board. My name is Brian Craig. This is the Steve Kane Radio Show, Florida's longest-running radio show. 1 hour down, 2 to go. We'll break and be right back after this.
95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network. WWNN, Pompano Beach.
Be right back, guys.
When it comes to auto
That water.
repair, you want a garage that you can trust. Someone that will only do work on your car when your car needs work. Introducing Champagne Automotive in Boca Raton, the latest sponsor of the Steve Kane Radio Show. Tom called in on the radio to tell us about his experience with Champagne Automotive.
Hi, this is Tom from Tamarack.
Hey, Tom from Tamarack, what's up?
I just want to tell you guys something. I spent the last 2 days trying to get brakes for my car. I was leaving the house yesterday to go try another place that had a lower price. They wanted $800 for the brakes. And that advertisement came on for Champagne. I live in Western Tamarack. I said, let me take a drive up there. Well, I was almost blown over how friendly, honest, old school these people are.
Old school, that's really the term that really describes it.
But let me tell you, the guy I had gone to previously won $800. He said, well, you need to take your power steering fluid, and Ed, the owner, put the car up in the lift, pulled the wheels.
D, $4.99 super chat. Thank you. I'm thinking the main players are Trump, Lindell, and Elon Musk. Ooh, Elon Musk. Oh, I don't know if you could hear me. I'll read again. D with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you. And D says, I'm thinking the main players are Trump, Lindell, and Elon Musk. Oh my, I didn't think about Elon Musk. That's interesting. Did something happen that makes you think Elon Musk? You know, he's got that's Elon Musk has that satellite internet system. You know? So that's an interesting thought. And Trump has a relationship with Elon Musk because of his support of SpaceX to get it up there. You know, remember he flew down there twice for the first launch.
The number is...
I'm going to go up to Cape Kennedy soon. I haven't been up there in years.
561-245-8101.
This is Dr. Montez from the Biostation West Delray. The Biostation is America's premier age
management got a full board of calls here.
The extensive array of options available. At the Biostation, we take your health seriously. Our men's health program is doctor supervised with...
Well, no. This clip mic is just for the YouTube video. This mic is for the radio. So this mic doesn't go over the radio. This one goes over the radio, and it doesn't go to YouTube.
If any degree of erectile dysfunction is holding you back, call me immediately at 561-320-8893. That's 561-320-8893.
The Steve Kane Show is brought to you by attorney Barry Siegel at the Siegel Law Group.
Yes, guys, I really appreciate those super chats. It helps a lot. It's greatly appreciated.
Call the Siegel Law Group with 9 offices throughout South Florida.
I put together as much content as I possibly can, right? And it takes a lot of time.
You are listening to South Florida's longest running radio show.
Yeah, but this mic doesn't work on YouTube. That's why if I have the mic off here.
Dial 1-888-GO-GAIN-1. That's 1-888-GO-GAIN-1. And now, here's...
All right. 6 minutes after 7 o'clock in the morning. It is Monday, the 22nd of March, 2021. So much happening, so much going on. A full board of calls, not one opening on the board. So when you hear me, you know when you should call? When you think I'm going to end a call with someone, that's when you should start calling. Because it's on delay. By the time I've let them go and you hear it, it happened long ago. So when you think a call's winding up, that's when you want to start calling in. It can get you in when there is an opening. What we've been talking about today is Jason Miller, who works for the Trump organization, announced yesterday on Fox News channel that we're 2 to 3 months away for the launch of the new Trump social media network. And what I was talking about in the first hour is this is spectacular. Twitter and all these people did Trump an incredible favor by banning him because he's going to have his own platform now. And the timing is perfect because, and what I started saying at 6, and I'll just do a Reader's Digest version before we go back to the phone for people that are just waking up and tuning in. We're in complete collapse now with this government that we have. I mean, the southern border is a humanitarian crisis, a possible super spreader event with spreading the migrants around America. The southern border at this particular moment is in complete anarchy and does not exist other than a line on a map. at this point, and it's getting worse. And there's other problems too, right? The Russians have recalled their ambassador, so diplomatic relations have broken off with Mother Russia. Kim Jong-un in North Korea refused to take phone calls from the Biden administration, and it's getting worse and worse each and every day. Gas prices are skyrocketing. Have you seen? Oh my goodness, the gas prices are going up. Trump has been out of circulation for a while. An isolated speech, a statement here and there, but he hasn't been commenting on the day-to-days of going on all that often because he doesn't have those platforms. And a lot of people have been starved for that and wanting him to come back, and now he is. And by the time he comes back, he's only been out of office 2 months, and we have a collapse. By the time his social media platform is online, he will have been out of office 5-6 months. Can you imagine how bad it's going to be then? The media, the American people, everyone in America, when Trump gets his new platform out, are going to be going to Donald Trump to respond to everything going on in this country, involving this country and around the world. And they're not just going to go to him for a statement. They're going to go to him for a reaction and a solution to the problem, see? And him being out of communication, social media-wise, which will end up being about 6 months by the time this happens, will make what he says all the more wanted from people that normally may not even support Trump. People want solutions now, not rhetoric. And so we're entering an exciting new phase. The timing is perfect. Donald Trump, of course, always right, always brilliant, and the timing for this will be perfection. So yeah, not only did the social media titans do him a favor, they did all of us a favor. You know, if he were there every minute of the way tweeting about the disaster from the first moment Biden took the oath of office, it would have been good and interesting. But him being gone from commenting in real time for 6 months will make his words all that much more important, valuable, and listened to. All right, so we're talking about all this great excitement, and again, not one opening on the board. Our number, 888-GO-KANE-1, that's K-A-N-E, and the number 1, 888-465-2631. I'm going to take these calls randomly. I don't know who called in when, so I apologize, guys. I'll try to keep track after I get through a few of these. Good morning, you're on the radio. What's your name? Hello, you're on the air. Once, twice. Yes, you're on the radio. What's your name?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is JP. I'm calling back.
No, JP. Okay, JP, you're new to the program, so I'm not going to give you too hard of a time. It's one call per show. No. You don't know. I'll do what I want to do. It's one call per show. One call per show. This is your second call, but since you're new, I'm going to give you a second chance.
Okay.
But this is the only time you'll be able to call in twice in one show. It's once a show, but go ahead. You don't know the rules yet.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, try to redeem your honor.
Okay, or is it my turn? Can I say something?
Well, we'll see. Go ahead.
Well, average American who really doesn't care about politics, like the boomer or whatever they call them, the new generation. Do you think Trump's new social media is going to attract those type of viewers? Like, what type of people do you think are going to get onto this platform?
Well, the first group to get on it will be the MAGA crowd, will be the Trump people. That'll be the first wave. The first wave will be Trump people. And the second wave will start to be people who may not be Trump people, but follow politics. That'll be the second wave. The third and fourth wave, you're going to see people that aren't in politics that much getting on board because they want to be relevant. And where the place to be relevant, the place to be an influencer, will be the new Trump social media platform.
There's going to be some type of people that have pages and stuff, or if
we don't know yet. He hasn't announced what it's going to be. But listen, I'm going to move on. But thanks for the call. But it's one call per show. I just gave you a break today because you're new. All right. So goodbye. Thanks for your call. Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name? Now listen, when you're on hold, when you call me and you're on hold on the phone, listen over the phone, not whatever device you're listening to me on, right? If your phone, your radio, listen on the phone because there is a delay. And depending on what device you're on, the delay can be quite long. It can be as little as 40 seconds or as long as 2 minutes, depending on what you're listening on. But if you're on the phone, it's live with me. There's no delay. That's why when I go to the phones, I was like, once, twice, are you there? All right, let's go. You're on the radio. What's your name? David. All right, David. What's on your mind?
Well, good morning. I've been watching your show first, and I appreciate your work. One thing I wanted to bring up that is related to this whole thing that most people have forgotten is you might be all young to remember Watergate.
Yeah.
Studies after Watergate by sociologists, psychologists, and the like, and the idea was to find out about what the collective public memory was. Long story short, they realized that after 18 months, the vast majority of the population couldn't remember Haldeman, Erickman, only that Nixon left the office, did something wrong with the break-in. This whole thing, when the flu started.
Well, the thing about Watergate, that's the last line in the movie, All the President's Men, right, with Jason Robards. That's the last line in the movie. So what's your point with Trump? That Trump was involved in a scandal that people will forget? I wasn't aware he was involved in a scandal.
All right, is that this 18...
All right, let me move on. I apologize for you guys a little out of it. Good morning, you're on the radio. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Ryan. How are you doing?
All right, Ryan. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing all right. I'm out of Spokane, Washington. I just had a couple questions for you. With these stimulus checks and everything else being passed around lately, do you think that it could actually hurt us more as far as, like, would you recommend going into cryptocurrency?
No, I don't recommend anything. I'm not a financial planner, so I don't make financial planning recommendations. No, I know. I'm the last. I don't even handle my own finances. My wife pays the bills. I just give her my money that I make, and so no, don't. I'm a wreck. Don't come to me for financial advice. All I know is how to work and make money, and then on occasion spend it. But I just give everything to my wife. She handles everything.
Could you see Elon Musk going into this new platform?
Well, you know, that's an interesting thing you just said, because during the break I was talking to the people in the YouTube live chat, and Dee in our YouTube live chat said she thinks that President Trump on his social media platform is working with Mike Lindell from MyPillow, because he had recently talked about a platform, and Elon Musk. And that had not occurred to me. So I got two different people in 5 minutes telling me Elon Musk. What makes you think Elon Musk is a part of Trump's social media platform?
He's very conservative. And moving out of California it definitely thinks that Elon Musk must be part.
Yeah, and President Trump was a big supporter of SpaceX's manned space portion of their program. Flew down there twice for the first launch. Remember, because they had to scrub the first launch. He flew back to D.C. and came back the next day for it. Yeah. And Elon Musk also has this satellite internet service he's putting in. Which, if there was a problem, it shows that he's coming up with some new internet system, which is already in testing phases, because there are still areas that don't have regular internet like we have. So that's what the satellites are for. And to me, that makes perfect sense. That Elon Musk, it would be a way to get around the big internet people, even more so if you're going through Elon Musk's system.
Could you see Trump going into news, having his own news channel like Fox and NBC?
Well, see, the thing about Trump, I could be wrong, but I believe that President Trump understands that what made him successful on social media was not that he was speaking to the choir. He was reaching people that typically wouldn't support a Republican. So anything Trump does, and especially with his new social media platform, won't be just for MAGA people. It won't be preaching to the choir. You know, it'll be for everyone. You know, so it's not going to be something just for Trump supporters. That really wouldn't do them a lot of good. It would do them a little good, but not a lot.
Okay. I'm just thinking because of the Fox is kind of going more liberal, and we already have like CNN and all them.
Well, we got Newsmax. Newsmax TV is darn good. You know, yeah. Newsmax TV is amazing. All right, thank you for your call. Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name?
Yeah, good morning.
Hey, Richie the bus driver. How you doing, Richie?
I didn't call you Friday, but you know, I'm shocked. I'm shocked at you. Don't you know America's back? I mean, come on, man. America's back. I mean, you're saying that everything is collapsing. No, this is the way they want it. This is the embarrassment. This is when China sits and looks at us and basically says, "Hey, listen, you're all calling." I mean, every Democrat and every television station has been calling every white person racist and white supremacist and white privilege.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and BLM is being mistreated, and everybody, and guess what? They use their own damn talking words.
Yeah.
Attack us, and we sit there like.
Did you see this? Biden person on Judge Jeanine who said that Biden's making America great again? Oh my God, it was hilarious. She shut him down in a New York minute.
You know, I didn't call you Friday. I was.
Did you? I don't remember. Oh.
Because on Thursday I got disconnected, but the phone wasn't connected.
Yeah, you had a bad phone connection on. I do remember the bad phone connection.
I'm going to say something to you, something I've never told you or anybody else. I hope you give me the opportunity real quick. Weezy called up and said that she was discriminated because she went into a Home Depot and they followed her around.
Nah, she said they checked her receipt when she was leaving.
This is for Weezy. I'd like her to answer this if she calls you, if she hasn't called you today yet. I drove a bus, Weezy, every day, and I drove in black neighborhoods, okay? I'm a victim of racism, Weezy. I got called cracker. I got called honky. I got threatened every day by young people.
That shows you guys how long ago he was driving the bus. Honky went out like in '78.
I got called everything in the book. I got threatened. I actually got attacked with a knife.
Oh my.
So yeah, and I got to tell you something. I put up with this because I had to keep my mouth shut because I didn't want to lose my job.
Yeah.
And I swallowed my pride, and I went through all these years. But I'm tired of hearing this all the time because
when the guy came at you with the knife, did you take that little thing that you clip the transfers with to defend yourself with? That little hole puncher?
I had a pipe in my dashboard.
Oh, you had a pipe. Okay.
But I ran off the bus and was chased through the Broward Mall parking lot, Brian.
Oh my gosh, the Broward Mall in Plantation?
Yeah, I'm not making it up. This guy was off the wall, and they arrested him, and then I could tell you the story, but we don't have the time. But
yeah, we don't have time.
Actually, it was a Saturday morning, and unbelievably, he pulled the knife on me, and I outran him. I was young then.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, honest to God, I got abused. But
okay, so yeah. Well, you were at the time you were they might have, because of your bus uniform. Maybe they thought you were a cop.
Was the white driver in the driver's seat. Now, Sheila Jackson Lee said that that the whites are being attacked by blacks are being attacked by whites as supremacists. She also said that the Asian people are being attacked. You know, I'm tired of listening to these people. I'm saying it right up front, and Weezy, you can tell me why that isn't racism on me. For 32 and a half years, I put up with that. I didn't even work overtime the last 5 years to double my pension because I didn't want to put up with it. I didn't want to.
That's how bad it was. Yes.
Awful. You ask any white Broward County.
All right. Listen, we got to run. But I appreciate the call, Richie the bus driver. He's trying to get off his chest something that happened on Thursday. He's been stewing for days. But we're going to take our break and get back on track. We're talking about this great new move by President Trump. Just with every move he makes, it's just brilliant. His new social media platform. All right, our number, toll free 1-888-GO-CANE1. 888-465 2631. We'll be back right after this.
We've got you covered. AM 1470, FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network. WWNN, Pompano Beach.
Hi, Brian Craig here. We've been telling you on the Steve Kane Show, for coronavirus testing, stop by Any Lab Test Now of Coral Springs and Any Lab Test Now of Boca. One of our longtime sponsors, Dr. Mitch Matez of the Boca Raton Center for Age Management, went to Any Lab Test Now of Boca for coronavirus testing this weekend, and he called in live on the radio to share his experience.
Listen, Brian, I have a great experience to tell you about. I went to Any Lab Test Now on Friday. I'm sorry, on Saturday.
C. Worley 2007, $5 super chat. Thank you. Trump Voice 1. Play on Air Force One. That's a good one. Short call sign TV1 or V1. Tagline, Trumpet Your Voice. Trump Voice 1 is pretty good. I got to give you that one, C. Worley 2007. Trump Voice 1. I like that one. I like that one. That's a good one. We have creative people in this audience. Very creative people. Trump Voice 1. That's a good one.
Painless. It was quick, it was simple, it was easy, and it gave you both the IgM and the IgG antibodies, which tells you if you have the infection now or if you've been exposed to it in the past.
Now, you went to Any Lab Test Now of Boca?
Boca Raton, yeah, in the Sandalfoot Plaza.
Awesome.
It was awesome. Well, it really was. It was cool. And it's easy, it's simple, and I'm telling you, that's the way to go. Forget this 10-day nonsense.
Doctor recommended. Can I say that in the commercial now? Doctor recommended. Any Lab Test Now of Boca Raton.
There you go. Doctor recommended. Yeah, it was really kind of cool, and it was wonderful, and it was easy. And listen, to that end, go over and get tested. This is the test you want to get. It tells you point blank, did you have it, do you have it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
That's great. So Dr. Mitch Matez personally recommending Any Lab Test Now of Boca.
You heard Dr. Mitch Matez. Any Lab Test Now of Boca is doctor recommended for coronavirus testing. They're located in the Sandalfoot Plaza. That's where the Western Beef is, south of Palmetto Park Road and north of Hillsboro on the east side of 441. Give them a call, 561-237-5009. 561-237-5009. Any Lab Test Now of Coral Springs is located on the southeast corner of University and Ramblewood over by the Coral Square Mall. Their number, 954-906-5983. Any Lab Test Now of Boca and Any Lab Test Now of Coral Springs. Make sure you tell them you heard about them on the Steve Kane Show.
Hi, this is George Corey of the Soul Authority. In this time of social distancing and sheltering in place, many people have been forced to neglect their feet. We at the Soul Authority are making it possible for you to still take care of your feet while remaining in your home, as we will send a doctor to your house for all of your podiatric needs. The best part of all is that Medicare pays for this visit. So, if you're a Medicare recipient, give the Soul Authority a call today at 954.
If you're new here, please subscribe. Click that notification bell. And give me a thumbs up, too. If you like the video, that helps a lot.
You from taking care of your feet. Call the Soul Authority today.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search.
Oh, man. Welcome back, everyone. Just an exciting day. Trump's new social media platform. He will be the voice of America. One of our listeners in the break came up with another name that I think is a pretty good one. Trump Voice 1. Trump Voice 1, a play off of Air Force One. This is great stuff. Great stuff. Kenneth, $4.99 super chat. Thank you. All right, back to our phones. You're on the radio. Good morning.
This is Cheryl from Michigan.
Hey, Cheryl in Michigan. How you doing?
Good. Hey, I had a question I was wondering if you might possibly be able to answer. Number one, I'm so happy that Trump wants to get his own voice. A concern of mine is Section 230. Be allowed to, for the Democrats, be allowed to only use this section on him and allow all the other...
Well, whatever Trump does, the powers that be are going to try to stop it. That's the way it is. You know, whoever they're always after. I remember when Ronald Reagan was running for president, they stopped showing Ronald Reagan movies on television. You know, on reruns. And first off, There are not. I can't think of a Ronald Reagan movie that anyone would want to spend time watching. Anyway, I mean, give me a break. I mean, they were terrible movies, and he was not a great actor. But no matter what Trump does, just like with Mike Lindell, they're going to stop him at every step of the way that they possibly can. Not put him in the app stores, claim that there's some violation of section this or section that, and all of this. But President Trump, he knows how to overcome this stuff.
That's going to be a tough one, though, because the Democratic Party seems quite vicious.
You think? Yeah.
Really. But, I just see them saying 230 just for Trump only.
I could see that. What they'll do is they're gonna ban him probably from the app stores. They're gonna say because of the Capitol riot, he can't be trusted to have the voice. So they're going to use that to try to silence him. No doubt about it. Oh yeah, but that don't worry. Whatever obstacle we could think of, Trump's thought of all of them. And before he, Jason Miller didn't just go on Fox News yesterday and just blurt out this. President Trump told him to. Because what's everyone talking about today? Donald Trump's new social media platform. So, Jason Miller didn't just slip. He was out there at the direction of Donald Trump.
He gets to keep his voice.
Of course.
Hearing you.
Well, great. Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you. Thanks for calling. Good morning. You're on the radio.
Hey, Brian. Robert Pence from Franklin, Kentucky.
Hey, Kentucky. What's on your mind?
President Trump doing this. I mean, he's a genius anyway, man. He's 10 steps ahead of him already.
Oh yeah.
Ask you a question about something. What do you think of it against the amendment?
I don't really know too much about it. I mean, I don't know. I just heard that he's done it. I don't know what his cause is or anything. I don't know. I don't have an answer to you on that one because So my response is I don't know enough about it to comment on it intelligently. And if I started commenting on things that I didn't know enough about, I'd be like a Democrat, you know what I mean? So I don't want to do that. All right. Good morning. You're on the radio.
Mike, it's Evan and Doug.
Hey, Doug.
For him to get...
Trump is trying. Yeah.
Oh, I said Trump is trying to get his social media going, but it's going to be a tough fight. Because he's probably going to have to take everybody to court.
You don't think that Donald Trump, before he said... Now, you agree that Jason Miller was told to make this announcement by Donald Trump, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're Debbie Downer. You're always like, Do you take Prozac? Has a doctor ever prescribed Prozac for you? Because you're like always Debbie Downer, depressed about everything. You can take incredible, exciting news and turn it into a negative. That's a skill set, man.
Because as well as I do, that the Democrats and these platforms are not going to try to help Trump at all.
Well, he does. So because I'm telling you, Donald Trump, he's probably working with Mike Lindell, maybe Elon Musk. That was a good guess from a couple lizards. All of these problems, Donald Trump has addressed. Right now, my guess would be they've got the name. Maybe they've settled on a couple. They haven't figured out which one yet. They got the name, they got the platform, and the thing's ready to go. And they're doing tests right now to handle getting about 100 million signups on the first day. They don't want it to crash.
If they're all accomplished, then I'm happy as hell.
You sound happy, Doug. Oh my goodness.
Now, I just want to bring one thing out. New York City says they don't have enough vaccination. Yeah, I talked to somebody yesterday who's
him
and his wife got it, and his 2 kids got it. So if there's a shortage,
yeah, I don't know. I know that I am going to get the vaccine the first day I can. They've lowered the age in Florida to 50. I'm not 50 yet, but I will be soon. But I'm going to get the vaccine the first day I can get it, and I'm going to get it, and yeah,
Yeah, for you, I think it's certainly important.
Well, I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm not going to tell people what they should do, but I'm here to tell you that I'm going to get vaccinated. I'm going to do it the first day I can. Now, that doesn't mean I'll be able to get it the first day I'm eligible. So many people are trying to get it, it's hard to get an appointment. My wife's been trying to get an appointment for about a week. She finally got one, a couple weeks from now for her first shot, because you got to do it twice. You got to get the 2 injections, But my mother has had it. All my in-laws have had it, and they like that they've gotten it. They feel it's taken a weight off their shoulder, is what they tell me. And there were no side effects reported from them, And I was 8
people at least that took it and had no side effects either. So
yeah,
pretty safe.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I just know that you do what you want to do. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do with their body, but I am going to get the vaccine. If I could get it today, I'd get it today. The
blogger just says he doesn't have any vaccine.
I don't know.
And they have a ton of, because they're in New York City.
Well, New York's a wreck. And by the way, all you transplanted New Yorkers, all of you transplants from Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and wherever else you have moved to Florida from, in Florida, you can make a right turn on a red light unless there's a sign telling you no right turn on red. Because I know we're getting a lot of these new transplants down here that aren't the normal snowbirds, because the snowbirds know this, that you can turn right on a red light in Florida. It's driving me nuts. Everywhere I go, the light, they don't make the right turns on the red light.
No, I had to beep a couple of people.
Yeah.
A place.
Yeah, we Floridians get very upset when people don't turn right on a red. So here's the rule, all of you transplant. In Florida, you can turn right on a red light unless there's a sign saying no turn on red. But if there's no sign, you can turn right on red. You got it? My goodness. I'm hearing more horn honking lately, and it's all because of that.
Program, once your program, it's tough to break a program, but New York, you can't do it. And
oh man, I remember I was up in Ohio. This was many years ago, and I turned right on red. You can't turn right on red in Ohio. I didn't know that. And horns were honking. There was someone in the car telling me I ran a red light. I'm like, what do you mean? I turned right on red. They said, that's running a red light. Not in Florida. This is free Florida. Ron DeSantis is free Florida.
It's been so different, folks, I tell you. One thing I don't want to bring it up again.
No. Then why? If you don't want to bring it up again, why are you bringing it up again? Whatever the it is. And I would say that if you don't want to bring it up again, don't. All right. Take care, Doug. We've got to take a break anyway. All right. We'll take our break. We'll be back. I'm Brian Craig. This is the Steve Kane Radio Show, Florida's longest-running radio show on the radio since 1977. We'll be back right after this.
Brian Craig here. You've heard us talk about the great low prices Friendly Tire has on new tires and used tires. They also do tire repairs. Listen to one of our listeners talk about their experience at Friendly Tire in Margate.
Hey Brian, my name is Mike. Just wanted to call and say thank you. I had a problem with my car. I had a flat tire was going down really quick. I'm in Coral Springs. I had to go somewhere close by. They couldn't really fix it. So I remember you guys are talking about Friendly Mike at Friendly Tires. So I said, listen, Mike, I need a couple of tires. I told him my son. He goes, I got them. I go, I'll see you tomorrow. They were really cheap. I go over there, and Mike said, which tires do you want to replace? They look relatively new. I said, they are. I just got a big hole in that one. And they said they couldn't be fixed.
Yeah, most states in the United States, up north, you can't turn right on red. Probably Democrat states looking for ways to write more tickets. And here in Florida, you can tell the out-of-towners because they don't know you can do that. It drives people nuts. You can turn right on red in Ohio? Not when I was there. That's new. But I haven't driven on the roads in Ohio since like 89. So it was like 89.
954-977-9445. Don't waste time going anywhere else. You will never find prices as low as Friendly Tire in Margate.
This is Dr. Mitchell Mendez of the BioStation West Delray. Have you tried and tried to effectively lose weight but failed? Have you worked your tail off trying to build muscle with no result? At the BioStation West Delray, we offer all of the latest treatment modalities, including growth factor and peptide therapies to help promote weight loss, muscle recovery, support cognitive function, improve libido, and more. If you want to get to the root cause of the problem, our medical team can do the job. Call the BioStation West Delray at 561-320-8893. That's 561-320-8893.
The Steve Kane Show is brought to you by attorney Barry Siegel at the Siegel Law Group. Are you concerned with the distribution of your assets at the time of your passing? Avoid probate. Call the Siegel Law Group with 9 offices throughout South Florida, from Palm Beach Gardens to Coral Gables. Call toll-free 1-855-FLA-3782.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for WW.
All right, welcome back, everyone. My name is Brian Craig. This is Florida's longest-running radio show, The Steve Kane Show, on the radio since 1977. Coming up on 38 minutes after the hour. Steve will be joining us a little later. Our number toll-free, 1-888-GO-KANE-1. That's K-A-N-E and the number 1. And numerically, that's 888-465-2631. If you're new to the program, we broadcast live in the mornings from 6 until 9 a.m. And we broadcast on AM 1470, 95.3 FM, 96.9 on the FM radio dial. And you can also listen to us on the iHeart Radio app and the TuneIn app, searching for us by our station call letters WWNN, 2 W's and 2 N's. And you can watch us live stream in high definition with an incredible, highly active MAGA chat room on YouTube each and every day. Just search Brian Craig on YouTube. And if you miss a show, shame on you, but if you miss a show or a part of a show on my YouTube channel, you can catch the portion of the program that you missed. Brian Craig on the YouTube. All right. Martha Raddatz, big liberal reporter, she did a story. She went to the southern border, which is totally chaotic. Total anarchy. It does not look like America down there, because in America we have law and order and civilization, and it's just crazy down there, as you know. And Martha Raddatz found a father who came here with his entire family. He's from Brazil, and he speaks English, and he talks to Martha Raddatz about why he came to America right now, why he's here now and he wasn't here 6 months ago. This is amazing. Listen to this. This tells you everything you need to know.
This significant surge coming after President Biden ended Donald Trump's so-called Remain in Mexico.
Oh, and by the way, Martha Raddatz, if you remember 2016 when Hillary was defeated by President Trump, she's the one that broke down crying on live television at the analysis table. So that, so this is as liberal as liberal gets.
This significant surge coming after President Biden ended Donald Trump's so-called Remain in Mexico policy, requiring asylum seekers to wait there for their court proceedings. Since then, many of those tent cities along the Mexican border have emptied out as people start streaming in. We were there when a bus of 56 asylum seekers arrived at Casa Alitas, a Catholic charity shelter in Tucson. Men, pregnant women, and children stepping off the bus with only what they could carry. This father, who asked that we not show his face, traveled to Mexico from Brazil with his wife and 3 young kids before crossing the border. Would you have tried to do this when Donald Trump was president?
Definitely not. Definitely.
Wow.
The chance, the same violence that is going on today was there last year. We used to watch the news, and I definitely won't do this.
So did you come here because Joe Biden was elected president?
Basically.
Yeah, there you go. Did you come here because Joe Biden was president? Basically, yeah. Yeah, that's why we're here. Biden's here, we can get in. Same crime now that was here last year. But we know Trump wouldn't let us in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And Martha Raddatz, her blood is blue. She's such a Democrat. right? I think she had some special procedure done where the color of the blood inside her veins was turned blue, so that's how much she's a Democrat. And even she's putting that out over network news. Oh my goodness, that's how bad it is. The Democrats can't cover for you anymore, Biden. Good morning, you're on the radio. What's your name?
Hey, Brian, Robert Pence, Kentucky. How you doing, man?
You're not the same Robert from Kentucky that called me a few minutes ago, are you? No, it's one call per day, man. One call per day. This is the second call. I know it happens sometimes. People are new to the show, and I don't want to give you guys too hard of a time. There are not a lot of rules on this show, okay? Not a lot of rules. We have a handful of rules because we don't like rules. But one rule is, and this is one that will never go away, and it's one call per day, okay? One call per day to the program, and I think that's more than enough for anyone, right? And you know what happens a lot of times with callers is they want to call back because they didn't get satisfaction in the first call, so they want to try to redeem themselves in the second call, or they didn't like the answer, or whatever it may be. So that's just the way that it is. Yeah. So you know what I was talking about with this is amazing because Martha Raddatz, it doesn't get more left-wing media than that, and it shows how things are so bad at the southern border that the Democrat left-wing Joe Biden-loving media have to report these stories, and they have to report them because it's so painfully obvious how bad things are there. And you know, for anyone who thinks that they're not coming here because of Biden, that guy told you. Now, I want to comment on something because it's a national story, although it happened here in our community, and I'm sure you've seen it. The SWAT teams with the noise thing running the spring breakers off of South Beach, which is Miami Beach. Okay. We've had crazy spring breaks in Florida forever and ever and ever, okay? And spring breakers are usually trouble. Fort Lauderdale ran the spring breakers out, and it really ticked me off because when I was growing up in Fort Lauderdale, I went to high school in Fort Lauderdale, it was my dream to be able to go to these famous bars on Fort Lauderdale Beach, like Penrod's and the Button and all this stuff, and they were famous from the spring break movies. And the city of Fort Lauderdale got tired of the spring breakers. They rezoned and changed everything. And when I turned 21, all those famous bars that I dreamed of, any spring break I've ever seen or heard of, I've never seen something like in Miami over the weekend with the SWAT teams and those noise devices that they use to run people. And I'm going to tell you something that I think a lot of people are thinking and no one's talking about. Why did this happen? And I know you'll say, oh, you're liberal. South Beach, where this happened, this is Miami Beach. Those of you that aren't familiar or new here to Florida, listeners out of town, where this happened is the famous Miami Beach, South Beach. This is the place, anytime you see a movie or a television show in Miami Beach, and you see them come in with the camera shot over the ocean with the neon, with the cool buildings, the Art Deco buildings, that is where this happened. What happened down there happened because these spring breakers are black. And I know some of you will say, no, you sound like a liberal. South Beach, back in the 90s, was completely redone to be made into this beautiful Art Deco area where movie stars and supermodels would go. And before this big renovation down there, it was a rundown place. They used to film a lot of drug deals on Miami Vice down there when it was a rundown place, and all the hotels were retirees who paying $12 a day to live down there, and it got turned into where Johnny Versace lived. And before I was married, I used to go down to South Beach with my friends like every weekend. And it was amazing, the people you would see down there. I remember one day, I was walking down the sidewalk one night. It was about 2:30 in the morning with my friends, and we bumped into Dennis Hopper. And this is when Dennis Hopper was a big deal. I had just seen Paris Trout like a week before, and I was like, oh my goodness, Paris Trout. You know what I mean? And it was a place where movie stars, TV stars, supermodels hung out at. And last year, I had to take my daughter somewhere in Miami. And I took a trip over to South Beach. And I talked to some callers about this the next day. The demographics have changed down there. South Beach has become a place that is primarily a hangout for African Americans. It was a total demographic change, okay? And and this was not spring break. This was after spring break last year, and there were very few white or Hispanic people there. It was about 95% African Americans, and a lot of twerking going on. I mean, there were girls twerking on the sidewalk, girls twerking on the beach. There were girls in T-top cars sticking out of the sunroofs and everything else, twerking in the cars. Never seen anything like it. But there had been a demographic change, okay? And the mayor down there in Miami Beach is a Democrat, and we know what Democrats dislike a lot, right? That's African Americans. They have a history of that. And they want to run blacks out of Miami Beach. That was something that they have wanted to do in Miami Beach for a couple years. And this change is kind of recent because I don't go down the South Beach too much anymore. But I went down there about 2.5, 3 years ago with my daughter, and it was like the old days. And then I went down there last year one day, and it was like you saw on TV over the weekend with the demographic change. So the Democrats in Miami Beach want the old days of movie stars and supermodels and famous people like Johnny Versace and others living down there. They don't want it to become a hangout for black people. They have wanted to find a way to run black people off of Miami Beach. I promise you, the business owners, the Democrats that run the government, because they think it's bad for business. The businesses down there that pay big money, these hotels and the restaurants in these hotels, are tourist places. And tourists go to Miami Beach not for twerking, okay, but to look for famous people. That's what I used to do. I saw a lot of celebrities and famous people down there back in those days, but it's not that way anymore. So what happened I saw it on TV all weekend. No one talked about this. What happened down there is because the Democrats that run Miami Beach and the business owners and the restaurant owners and the hotel owners do not want black people turning it into a hangout for African Americans, and there were a couple of fights which happen at bars and restaurants all the time. Everywhere where there's drinking, there's always guys brawling. I'm sure there were fights at every spring break location around the country lately. I didn't see the SWAT team come in with those noise devices. And those Democrats, they want the black people out of Miami Beach because the businesses don't like it, and that's what they did. They've been looking for an excuse, and now they got it. And this is going to be something that happens and happens and happens as often as they possibly can. And if you watch the video, you'll see most of the video, I didn't see any white people in the videos. And I know that's a reality that no one wants to talk. I didn't see one person in the media talk about this. It was done because they were black. They want the blacks off of South Beach. It's bad for tourism, the Democrats think. But I'll tell you this, that SWAT video, that's really bad for tourism. Tourism's just about to come back. See, here's the thing. They've put up with it. They don't like that there have been so many black people taking over South Beach the last year or so. But because tourism has been shut down nationwide, they put up with it because people weren't flying in with their families to Miami Beach. But now that people are starting to travel, other states like California are opening up, tourism's going to be back. The cruise ships are starting in June, it was announced on Friday, Royal Caribbean, right? Which owns Celebrity, we're doing our cruise on. So this SWAT team business down there in Miami Beach was to run the black people out just as tourist season's back, because they don't want tourists coming to South Beach and it be a black hangout. That's the reality. If anybody takes issue with that, I'd love to hear from you. at 1-888-GO-CANE1. 888-465-2631. All right, let's take our last break of the second hour of Florida's longest running radio show, The Steve Kane Show. My name is Brian Craig. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You covered AM 1470, FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network, WWNN, Pompano Beach.
Hi, my name is Tom Laporta, the owner of Laporta Contracting, Roofing and Restoration. We have been in the roofing and construction industry since 1982. We are State of Florida certified roofing and general contractors, focusing on residential and commercial roofing, impact windows, and building restoration. If you have noticed any water stains on your ceiling, or if your roof is older than 15 years, you will want to call us to come out and evaluate your roof. Our services run from minor repairs to complete new roof systems. We install every kind of roof, from regular asphalt shingles, clay or concrete tiles, standing metal seam, wood shakes, and slate tile systems. Hurricane season is right around the corner. This gives us only a short period of time to make sure your roof and home is ready for the 2021 hurricane season. So don't delay and call us at 954-604-4602 for a free home inspection and estimate. Our website is www.laportacontracting.com, where you will find our latest video and live testimonials from a few of our past clients. Our number again is 954-602.
Hey there guys, it's Kathy, Brian's better half, and one of the most important holidays of the year is coming up, Mother's Day. We all love our moms. They always take such good care of their families. And now it's time to amazing deals. MyPillow.com, perfect gifts for all the moms in your life. And remember, promo code KANE, K-A-N-E, for huge savings and great deals.
Listen to The Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio.
All right, and we are back. It's 6 before 8. I'm Brian. Steve, you with us? Okay, we're joined by Steve, and I just want to add on to this. That was my wife in that last commercial for the My Pillow's Mother's Day, and I came up with a great gift, okay, because most people have two mothers, okay? They have their mother and they have their wife, okay? You don't want to leave out your wife on Mother's Day. Listen to this, Steve. Now, this is a great idea. I just came up with this earlier in the show when I was doing the spot. When you use the promo code KANE at checkout at mypillow.com, K-A-N-E, there are incredible deals, right? Like this one. You get the My Pillow towel set. Buy one, get one set free with the promo code KANE and free shipping. And also, they have a buy one, get one offer with the promo code KANE on the My Pillow Giza Cotton Dream Sheets. So buy both, right? Both BOGOs. Buy one, get one free. That's what a BOGO is. Get the 2 My Pillow towel sets for the price of one with the promo code KANE. Get the Giza Dream Sheets, 2 sets of sheets for the price of one with the promo code KANE, K-A-N-E, at checkout. Give your mother and your wife each a towel set and a sheet set. That'd be awesome. And those would be gifts that they will remember year after year. So that's a great idea. And you can also order by phone. When you order by phone, make sure you use the promo code KANE, K-A-N-E, 1-800-716-4879. 1-800-716-4879. All right, Steve, good morning.
To you, Tremendous.
Yeah, I got a voice message about you over the weekend. I was saving it to play for you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, a woman's upset with you. Do you want to hear it now or later? What do you want to do?
Let's get right to it.
Okay, she called in. It involves Governor Cuomo. I know we don't want to get sidetracked on Governor Creeper, but this woman seems to be as equally upset at you as she is Governor Cuomo, and she might even be more angry at you. So here it is. She called over the weekend and left this message on our voicemail.
Hi, Brian. It's Donna from Oakland Park. It's about Cuomo. I didn't like what Steve was saying, that it was okay to go up to a woman and ask for a kiss. First of all, this is a man of a bad reputation, number one. No woman wants a kiss from Cuomo, and he needs to step down. When a woman wants attention, she'll tell you. That is the only time a man can kiss a woman or touch a woman in public. They're already together. Why can't you men get that? We don't want that kind of attention. We'll ask for it. Then, and only then, can you give it. Now, this is Donna, and I'm from Oakland Park. I'm really PO'd at Steve Kane for what he said about Cuomo and that girl at the wedding. That's why I didn't call in a long time. Bye, Brian.
Yeah, she's upset at you, Steve. She's upset.
I get it. What is she upset about?
Well, you were kind of defending Cuomo.
I don't defend Cuomo. Cuomo's a pig.
Mm.
And I'm just saying that kisses, whatever happened to the romantic days when I was young, when we used to,
Yeah.
through body language, through a look, through a laugh, through a twinkle in the eye.
No, now you need a waiver sign. You got to get her to sign a waiver now, Steve. They're in a different world.
If that's true, that's sick and it's sad.
Well.
Sad and pathetic.
Well, Donna in Oakland Park is not happy with you. So.
Do you think Donna gets a lot of kisses?
I don't know. She sounds like a nice lady to me.
You think so?
Yeah, she seems like a good girl. You know, a little too old for me, but you know, regardless. Oh man. So they're having a total collapse at the southern border. It's total anarchy down there.
I've never seen anything like this at all. This is unbelievable.
Well, not in America. It looks like Haiti or something.
It's the greatest campaign weekend I've ever seen, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Would you believe in such a short time that
Biden
could get that many?
Oh.
Just, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that clip I played from Martha Raddatz? You might have been connecting when I played it and missed it. Let me play it for you. Let me play it for you again. We're coming up on the top of the hour break, so let's do this. Let's take our break, and then after the break, I'll play you this clip from Martha Raddatz at the southern border. It's Biden is in big trouble. He's losing the liberal media. All right, listen, we'll take our break for the top of the hour. Come back for the third and final hour. Oh, and Donna in Oakland Park, you are welcome to call the show live and confront Steve, voice to voice, okay? We'll take our break. You're listening to The Steve Kane Show, Florida's longest running radio show on the radio since 1977. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Dr. Janae.
I'm Alan.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Love listening to Steve Kane and Brian Craig for your daily dose of political pandemonium. Now you need a cure for the resulting anxiety and depression. Join us for the perfect prescription to help you cope with the world.
Saturday mornings at 11 and Sunday nights at 11.
If you want answers about love, anger, pain, and relationships, join us for your chance to call in and share your stories, tears, or laughs. Take the opportunity to tell me what's on your mind.
We've got you covered. AM 1470, FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network. WWNN, Pompano Beach.
Brian Craig here. You've heard me tell you how I Will Advisors can help you solve your Medicare planning problems. And they've been a valued friend of our community for years. They also want to help you retire and stay retired with the income plan you need for a successful retirement. Call Debbie Klatzoff and Dan Frazier at I Will Advisors right now, 954-753-8080.
Morning, everyone. Our last hour is about to begin. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell. There's over 1,000 of you in the chat room. If you could all go and like this video, that would help a lot. If you could like this video and share it on your social media, that would be absolutely amazing. It would help a lot, and I'd be happy if you did that too.
Got you covered. AM 1470, FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network. WWNN, Pompano Beach.
This is Dr. Matez.
Yeah, like and share. Like and share.
Is America's premier age management solution due to the extensive array of options available. At the BioStation, we take your health seriously. Our men's health program is doctor supervised with multiple options to treat erectile dysfunction and low testosterone. Erectile dysfunction may be a sign of a more serious issue, and our medical team can help you get to the root cause. Let us help you get to the source of the issues that are holding you back from leading a fulfilling life. If any degree of erectile dysfunction is holding you back, call me immediately at 561-320-8893. That's 561-320-8893.
Steve Kane radio listeners love Champagne Automotive Repair in Boca.
I went over to Champagne Automotive, and I got to say that this man is the most fair mechanic I have dealt with in my entire life. We took a car over there that was not being used yet. You know, it belonged to my 90-year-old dad. Everybody I had taken it to before was charging an astronomical amount of money. But when we took it over there, Eddie took a look at it, and I got to say that this man fixed the car. It's running like a charm. Anybody that needs a mechanic, I strongly recommend Eddie, and he is just the best thing that's happened to this family as far as car maintenance goes. It's fixed. Bottom line, it's fixed, and the price was right.
Champagne Automotive Repair in Boca will never do a repair on your car that your car doesn't need. And their prices are low. Champagne Automotive Repair in Boca. Give them a call. 561-245-8101. 561-245-8101.
The Steve Kane Show is brought to you by attorney Barry Siegel at the Siegel Law Group. Veterans and spouses of veterans, you may be entitled to benefits that you are not aware of, including long-term care benefits. Call attorney Barry Siegel at the Siegel Law Group and find out what benefits are available to you. With offices in Boca Raton and Fort Lauderdale, call toll-free 1-855-FLA-3782. 1-855-FLA-3782.
You are listening to South Florida's longest-running radio show, The Steve Kane Show. To call the show toll-free, dial 1-888-GO-CANE-1. That's 1-888-GO-CANE-1. And...
All right, third hour has begun. I'm Brian Craig, Steve Kane here. This is the Steve Kane Show. Somebody had asked me, they sent me a DM, they asked if Champagne Automotive Repair does air conditioning work. Absolutely, they do everything. And, you know, those summer months are coming up. If your car air conditioner is not as cold as you would like it, have them check it out, all right? Champagne Automotive Repair in Boca. Make sure you tell them you heard about them on the Steve Kane Show. Yeah, so Biden's in trouble with the liberal media. He's losing the liberal media. Well, when he lost the liberal media, he lost him. Chuck Todd said over the weekend that this is a political crisis for Biden. And Martha Raddatz, remember Martha Raddatz? She was crying on TV in 2016 when Hillary lost to Trump. She went to the border, she went to the southern border, and she interviewed a man from Brazil who brought his whole family over. So let me play, I played this in the last hour. This shows that there is no one in the media who is a more loyal Democrat than Martha Raddatz. Remember, she was bawling in tears the night that President Trump defeated Hillary in 2016. It's a classic moment of television. But even a Democrat like that can't cover for Biden anymore. Listen to this story, national news.
This significant surge coming after President Biden ended Donald Trump's so-called Remain in Mexico policy, requiring asylum seekers to wait there for their court proceedings. Since then, many of those tent cities along the Mexican border have emptied out as people start streaming in. We were there when a bus of 56 asylum seekers arrived at Casa Alitas, a Catholic charity shelter in Tucson. Men, pregnant women, and children stepping off the bus with only what they could carry. This father, who asked that we not show his face, traveled to Mexico from Brazil with his wife and 3 young kids before crossing the border. Would you have tried to do this when Donald Trump was president?
Definitely not. Definitely. We had the chance, you know, the same violence that is going on today was there last year. We watched the news, and I definitely won't do this.
So did you come here because Joe Biden was elected president?
Basically. The main thing was the violence in my country. And the second thing, I think, was Joe Biden.
There you go. Came here because of Joe Biden. He said the crime's the same now as it was a year ago, but now I'm here because of Biden. And even Martha Raddatz can't cover for him anymore. It's so bad. When Biden has lost Martha Raddatz, that's like losing your wife. I mean, that's a big one. That's a big loss. Yeah, that's how bad it is.
Do you think by the time the next election comes, Donald Trump is going to be greeted with a ticker tape parade?
the Democrats might try to nominate Trump in their party. They're going to be so desperate to get this crew out of it. Biden had a bad weekend. Not any cover. There were 2 incidents. Now, most of you probably saw, Steve, Biden fell 3 times on the stairs to Air Force One. And
significance of that?
Oh, no, what was the religious significance?
You don't know this?
No.
You don't know this? How many times did Christ...
Oh.
To where he was crucified?
Oh, 3 times. Yeah. No, but he had a second incident happen, which I'll tell you about in a moment. But when he fell 3 times, and that last time was really hard, he on the stairs, he hit his knee hard, and there's 2 angles of it. By the way, I put both of these on my YouTube channel if you guys want to check it out. There's one view from far away, and the one that's far away, you can hear Biden talking to the Secret Service, and he yells down at them not to come up to help him, because he was coherent enough to understand what that would look like, if he had to get help like that. But then there was an incident. I just saw this morning, and this one is really bad. He's on the tarmac with Kamala Harris in front of Marine One, the helicopter. And he's talking to somebody. It looks like he's talking to a service member. I couldn't tell if they were Marine or Air Force or something. And then he starts to walk to his left, and he's going away from Marine One, and a Secret Service man comes up to him and stops him and corrects him. He's going in the wrong direction. He was confused. He didn't know what he was supposed to do or where he was going. Secret Service man comes up and stops Biden, and you can see him pointing to the this is all on Twitter, by the way, pointing to the helicopter, Marine One, telling him to go that way, and he's still trying to go the wrong way. Another Secret Service man comes over from the other side to stop Biden. I've never seen anything like this. Similar conversation, still doesn't listen. Then Kamala comes over, puts her hand on his back, pats him on the back, and then walks with him to Marine One. He was in total confusion about where he was. He didn't know he was supposed to get on the hell. It was really bad. That was this weekend too. So he had 2 major senior moments over the weekend that will frighten anyone. I mean, that was pretty bad.
This has been fun and games up till now, but now it's getting serious when he can't control himself in meetings with the Chinese. That was the one that scared me, when he totally lost it and get aggressive with the Chinese. I guess was it the ambassador?
Yeah, and I think the Chinese got upset because you're never supposed to yell at your boss, right? You yell at your employer, you get in trouble. So the Chinese are very upset. He's yelling at his employer, China, and then the Russians have recalled their ambassador and diplomats, which is, what is? I mean, they didn't recall their diplomats at the height of the Cold War.
What are the Democrats going to do? I mean, I don't think we used to all assume that Biden could, make it for a year or so.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be a test real quick, okay? Because they've locked the media out of the detention facilities with the kids, right? And they keep saying, soon we're going to let... So obviously they're putting together this fake propaganda tour of some facility to let the media come in. That's a total setup, right? So this will be the test. Well, this will be the test. Will the media cover it as if, oh, we're in the detention centers and it's fine? I don't think that's how it's going to work. The media, I saw a guy on Fox, a photographer from Getty Images, which I've never heard speak before, Getty Images, say that, he's a Getty photographer. He said, I was allowed in with Bush, with Obama, with Trump, and they won't let us in. Will the media report that this is a set-up propaganda tour, or will they report, oh, we're in the facility and it's okay? That's not going to... The media, Fox News, and other news outlets are going to report the truth, that it's fake, that it's propaganda, that it was a setup.
Today, I mean,
yeah.
You want to go by what happened over the weekend? Fox was not covering for him.
No.
Had a moment of pride there as
yeah.
Fox and flashed back to the days when they were a competent news organization.
So this is going to be when the meltdown really begins, when they do this fake propaganda tour into a setup photo opportunity that's total propaganda right out of Goebbels' playbook. It's going to be like a Leni Riefenstahl production. When the media come out and expose that as a fake propaganda tour, that's when things are really... The liberals are already... He lost Martha Raddatz, Biden. He lost Chuck Todd on Meet the Press. I mean, he's losing like family when you're losing these people. This is big. Things are turning real quick on him. He's
too big to cover up anymore.
Yeah.
It's getting worse day by day.
And I read a story today that Biden's now sending the First Lady, his wife, out, Dr. Biden, to finish up this stimulus tour after the fall, on Friday, which was really scary. He was way up on those stairs when he took those 3 falls, way up, and that's not good.
The place where God interceded. Was the fact that he was going up the and coming down the stairs.
Oh, if he would have fallen, really?
The stairs, it would have been. Walk away from it.
And I know this was on Fox, but I'd like to hear from some callers. How did the fall receive coverage in the other media outlets like MSNBC and CNN? Did they cover it? Did they not cover it? Did they show the fall? The White House had a statement on the fall. Did you see what they said? I'm not joking, Steve, okay? Because I don't want to, because it's so ridiculous, okay? Yeah, I don't want you to think I'm joking. This was the official, and I'm not making this up. This is not like dry humor or sarcastic humor. The White House released a statement on Friday explaining why Joe Biden fell on the steps up to Air Force One. They said the wind. They blamed the wind. No, I'm not. I'm serious.
It comes to
which means the winds.
Well, wind is stiff breeze can blow.
I'm sure they're blaming climate change, right? Global warming, climate change has shifted the way the winds blow, I guess. But they actually blame the wind. That is not a joke, people. They blamed the wind. Who would have ever dreamed that they would have done that? Yeah. All right. Listen. Let's take a call or two before we break. Good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name?
It's PJ.
Hey, PJ.
Jay, what's up?
Yeah. Actually, it's worse. It's even worse than being up.
Oh.
How do you fall down the stairs when you're going up the stairs?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, I gotta know. And now you made us curious. How did Emily do?
Oh yeah, Steve, I made a big mistake. I took my daughter to Gulfstream for her birthday over the weekend because she wanted to go. She won in the. She was $160 up in the casino when we left, and she won every horse race she bet on except one. She was betting to win. Me, I bet the place and the show. She was betting to win. She won and won and won. A big mistake, because she came out in the profit zone from a casino. So she did very well. And I'm concerned that I've introduced her to a vice. I don't want her to think that it's that way every time you go to the track in the casino. I was very upset by it.
I have a very similar story with my kids.
You introduced them to gambling too?
I took them to, I guess it was Gulfstream.
Yeah, that's where I went, Gulfstream.
For one race, we got there late, and she played one race and won it, and she had made a large bet on it because we were only staying for the one race, and I think the ticket was worth over $100.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Played more, and I said, "No, we're out of here."
Wow.
This is going to stay.
Well, when she was doing so well at the track, and then we went into the casino, and she was up like $54, and I said, "Cash out," and she says, "No, I'm going to do it again." And I said, "Cash out." She says, "The more you tell me to cash out, the more it makes me want to play." And she took 2 more spins and got up, and then the second spin, $169 on one spin. So luckily she cashed out, and I'm concerned now. I wasn't expecting her to. I was going to cover her losses. I made her gamble with her own money because I figured if she's doing her own money, she'll learn a lesson. I would have covered her losses if she lost because it was her birthday, but she did too well on the horses. And I almost called you because you know how to read those programs at the track like I've never. You're like a translator with the Rosetta Stone looking at these programs, but I didn't call you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, PJ, but that's not why you called. What's on your mind, PJ?
No, actually, that was...
Oh, that's why you called. Okay, well, I appreciate that. All right, hey, listen, take care, PJ. Thanks for the call. If you're on hold, stand by. We'll take our first break of the last hour, get back to your calls, and there's more things to talk about, too. We've only scratched the surface. Don't go anywhere. I'm Brian. Steve Kane is here. This is the Steve Kane Radio Show, Florida's longest-running radio show. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, Brian Craig here.
Be back in a minute, guys.
And Steve Kane's wife, Lori, talk about their COVID testing at Any Lab Test Now of Boca and Any Lab Test Now of Coral Springs. I've been tested too. So is Steve Kane and his son Tyler. Today on the radio, Rabbi David called in. He felt that he was getting sick and wanted to get tested for coronavirus. So he went to Any Lab Test Now of Boca.
Go to Rabbi David. Hey, Rabbi.
By the way, you might hear congestion in my voice. I actually had a lot of congestion. I felt a little sick. And of course, I get nervous that, is it COVID or not? My wife also. So guess what we did? I listened to you. I went down to Any Lab Test Now yesterday, and I couldn't believe it. Went right in there. They put a little tiny thing, you didn't even feel it, in my finger. Literally 10 minutes later, not a second more, they came back and said, you're fine, negative, great. We went on our way, and we just, not even worried. So
that $69 price is just for Steve Kane Show listeners. You got to mention that, and it's that little finger test. You get it real quick. I'll tell you, anytime.
Now, I've got, on my other YouTube channel, I actually made a video of my trip to the track, my Main Street Moments channel. So you guys can watch my day at the track. That's the link to my track video, to my other channel, so subscribe over there and watch that too. But that link is my other YouTube channel, and I made a video of my trip to the track on Saturday.
Coral Springs, Rabbi recommended by Rabbi David for COVID testing. Rapid coronavirus testing, just $69. But you have to mention you heard them on the radio. Any Lab Test Now of Coral Springs is located on the southeast corner of University and Ramblewood near the Coral Square Mall. Their number, 954-906-5983. Any Lab Test Now of Boca is in the Sandalfoot Plaza where the Western Beef is. Their number, 561-237-5009. Make sure you mention you heard them on the radio.
This is Dr. Mitchell Matez of the BioStation West Delray. Have you tried and tried to effectively lose weight but failed? Have you worked your tail off trying to build muscle with no result? At the BioStation West Delray, we offer all of the latest treatment modalities, including growth factor and peptide therapies to help promote weight loss, muscle recovery, support cognitive function, improve libido, and more. If you want to get to the root cause of the problem, our medical team can do the job. Call the BioStation West Delray at 561-320-8893. That's 561-320-8893.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeart.
All right, we're back. I'm Brian Craig, Steve Kane here. Let's go to the phones. You're on the radio. What's your name? Good morning.
Good morning.
You sound bright and perky.
I am. I'm up with you and Brian every morning. You're my favorite people.
That is so nice. Don't let your husband find out.
I'm single, so good.
No. All right, anyway, you called?
So, I shouldn't laugh at this, but I did. So when I saw Biden, running up the stairs and falling, is, I guess I got nothing for.
Well, you know what Biden likes to do, okay? This isn't so much with the stairs, but in general, he knows people think that he's old and everything. So what he does is he gets his body in a stance like he's running, and he walks slowly, but in a running formation with the arms to make it look like he's running everywhere. Kind of like if you remember the $6 Million Man, right, with Lee Majors. He would like run in slow motion, but you're supposed to think he was going fast. That's what Biden does, so he looks fit.
Caller, let me ask you. I'm sorry. What was your first name again?
Andrea.
Andrea. There's one solution as far as the refugees go. There's only one solution that could put this to an end, and because of Biden's specific hang-ups, his Achilles heel. You know what the Achilles heel is?
I absolutely do. I'm a trainer.
Oh, there you go. Okay, well, the Achilles heel. What would you say is Biden's Achilles heel?
Is his massive ego.
Yes, you got it right on the button. And that's the one thing that could help him. He is unable to do because of this fatal flaw, the ego. What do you think he has to do?
That's the bionic sound.
Well,
Is that the bionic sound?
he wants to end it, right?
Oh, are you kidding? Oh, you gotta be kidding. You don't think he wants this over?
And this is why. This is why he doesn't want to end it. What Mark Levin called this out perfectly last night. He's just taking a page from a Marxist kind of playbook, right? The Democrats for 2 years now have done nothing but create chaos.
Yeah. I'm going to disagree with Mark Levin because I thought that at first too, right? Cloward and Piven, overwhelm the system till it collapses and then get everything we want. And I thought that until he started losing the liberal media. He lost Chuck Todd on Meet the Press. He lost Martha Raddatz.
Let me give you my theory and see if it doesn't make sense to you. Biden, believe me, he wants this over. Every time he's got to even walk up a staircase or anything, he's scared to death he's going to fall on his face. He's suffering the pangs of hell, but his pride will not. This old saying, "Pride goeth before a fall." Literally, in Biden's case, that keeps him from doing the one thing that would save him, which is to say, "All right, I made a mistake, but we're going to reverse this. We're going to put it back the way it was, and we're going to,
finish the wall."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that could save him. It's just going to get worse each day, and his efforts are going to seem more futile and inept every day that goes by. But his pride prevents him from using the one thing that could save him, which is to say, you know what? Everybody makes mistakes. We're going to put this back the way it was. And you know something? He believe me, he'd salvage his, temporarily at least, his
yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I agree with you. I also think that there is an element of chaos, but
an element?
Well, it's complete and utter chaos.
Yes, now you're talking.
It's an anarchy. It's collapsed. There is no southern border as we speak right now. There is no southern border.
No prospects of turning it around.
I think Governor Abbott in Texas, I think they're going to come up and they're going to stop it.
No, they can't. They can't. Caller, here's the problem, okay? And that Martha Raddatz thing, the pregnant women come. What Biden changed more than anything, okay? The biggest change he made that changed this is what Trump did is he had people held south of the border and processed there. But now Biden's doing it on our side of the border. Once you cross into the border, you have constitutional rights that you don't have in Mexico. They have the same rights as an American under the Constitution. So that's the biggest change he's made, is bringing them on our side of the border. Governor Abbott can't change that.
Oh, but Biden can.
Yeah, but he won't.
That's the catch-22.
Yeah.
But this is the thing I find so incredibly interesting. Much like the riots this summer, where is Dr. Fauci?
Why isn't he talking?
Probably at a Vanity Fair photo shoot again or something.
But he has really been humiliated throughout this last week. I mean, it's become what he's talking.
I thought I saw him Saturday when I was over at the Gulfstream racetrack on the back of one of the horses. Kind of looked like Fauci, just a little younger.
Where is
jockey?
Where's because they're releasing COVID positive people into this country by the hundreds of thousands. So
if that proves to be true, if there's a COVID outbreak, I think Biden's finished.
Yeah. But Steve, let me ask you this: do we want that? I mean, would you rather have Biden or Harris in charge right now?
Real choice.
Yeah.
I watched the special. Have you seen the Newsmax special on?
Kamala, I know you were telling me about it.
It's she is really some piece of work.
Incompetent?
Not the first word. It's the second word. The first word is crooked.
Oh, really?
Oh, she is the most crooked politician you can imagine.
That's one I've never heard before.
She's whatever is politically expedient, that's what she does.
Exactly. Look at how she got there.
Well, that makes her dangerous because you don't know what she'll do. She'll do whatever benefits her at that moment in time, so she has no convictions. So no morals, yeah, exactly. Well, she has morals, they're just all poor and bad and low. Yeah. Oh, personal trainer, and she's single, Steve. Yeah, Steve's trolling. It's okay. Well, she could come on the cruise. Steve. We do have single people on the cruise coming. Thanks for calling. Oh, by the way, Royal Caribbean, which is the company that owns our cruise line, Celebrity, that we cruise on, they announced on Friday cruising will resume for the company in June. And so you guys out there, if you've not made I know a lot of you called last week and made reservations with Ian. If you've been on the fence, call Ian, our travel agent. Our cruise is in January. We're going to 4 destinations this time. This is our biggest cruise, both in length of time, destinations, and number of listeners coming. This is a huge cruise. It's going to be our biggest one yet, and it's a good time to. Oh, great, Dr. Lamazzi. This is a good time to lock in your reservations because, cruise ships are not going to be at full capacity when they start back up. They're limiting capacity, so they're going to fill up much sooner than they ever would before. So call in at Cruise and Travel Depot. He'll give you all the details, and you can lock in your spot, 561-244-5779 for the Steve Kane MAGA Cruise in January, 561-244-5779. All right, we'll take our break and be right back. Do not go anywhere.
You covered AM 1470, FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network, WWNN, Pompano Beach.
Hi, my name is Tom Laporta, the owner of Laporta Contracting, Roofing and Restoration. We have been in the roofing and construction industry since 1982. We are State of Florida certified roofing and general contractors, focusing on residential and commercial roofing, impact windows, and building restoration. If you have noticed any water stains on your ceiling, or if your roof is older than 15 years, you will want to call us to come out and evaluate your roof. Our services run from minor repairs to complete new roof systems. We install every kind of roof, from regular asphalt shingles, clay or concrete tiles, standing metal seam, wood shakes, and slate tile systems. Hurricane season is right around the corner. This gives us only a short period of time to make sure your roof and home is ready for the 2021 hurricane season. So don't delay and call us at 954-604-4602 for a free home inspection and estimate. Our website is www.laportacontracting.com. where you will find our latest video and live testimonials from a few of our past clients. Our number again is 954-604-4602.
The Steve Kane Show is brought to you by Attorney Barry Siegel at the Siegel Law Group. Are you concerned with the distribution of your assets at the time of your passing? Avoid probate. Call the Siegel Law Group with 9 offices throughout South Florida, from Palm Beach Gardens to Coral Gables. Call toll-free 1-855-FLA-3782.
Hey there guys, it's Kathy, Brian's better half, and one of the most important holidays of the year is coming up, Mother's Day. We all love our moms. They always take such good care of their families. And now it's time to take care of the moms in your life. Whether it's for your wife, your own mother, your grandma, or your daughter, MyPillow.com has amazing gifts any mom will love. They have pillows, sheets, slippers, blankets, and so much more. Get your mom a gift she will love and one she will actually use year after year. When you visit MyPillow.com, be sure to use promo code KANE, K-A-N-E, for absolutely amazing deals. MyPillow.com, perfect gifts for all the moms in your life. And remember, promo code KANE, K-A-N-E, for huge savings and great deals.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for W.
Oh man, we are back. That's my wife on that commercial, and you know my wife. Just so you guys know, she's on oxygen, and she did that commercial on with oxygen tubes in her nose, and everything else. I have to edit out the oxygen sounds from because it breathes in. But I got to tell you, the Mother's Day is going to be here before you know it. And now there is something for every mother on your Mother's Day gift giving list at MyPillow.com. But I'm just making my personal recommendation because what you want, obviously you got to get something for your mom. A lot of you guys out there are getting all kinds of hot water because you forget your wife. Okay, don't forget your wife on Mother's Day. Okay, it's in some ways it's worse than forgetting your mom because mom will always forgive you. Wives, they'll hang on to that. You know, guys. This is now my recommendation. There's something for every mom on your gift giving list, but this is a good one. There are 2 BOGO offers, buy one, get one free. With the promo code KANE, you get 2 sets of MyPillow 100% Giza Cotton Dream Sheets for the price of one. You get 2 sets for the price of one. Same deal on the towels. You buy 1 set of towels, get a second set free of the MyPillow towels with the promo code KANE. You can use the promo code KANE on both of those BOGOs, and you have 2 great gifts to give your wife and your mother on Mother's Day. You give them each a set of towels and a set of sheets from MyPillow. They'll be very happy with you. Promo code KANE. You can also order by phone, 1-800-716-4879. 1-800-716-4879. You know, Steve, another thing in the news right now is that today, you're going to hear people talk about this a lot today. People don't know about it right now because it was on 60 Minutes and no one watches that anymore. But something, I remember when 60 Minutes, the whole country stopped for 60 Minutes. But there was an event on 60 Minutes last night, which will be the talk of the news cycle today, among other things, because the media want to get things off off of Biden as much as they can in this disaster at the border, so they want something on Trump. But the United States Attorney for the District of Columbia, who is a Trump appointee, is prosecuting the people with the Capitol breach. And 60 Minutes last night asked him about Trump's role in the breach. This is the United States Attorney in charge of the entire prosecution of the Capitol breachers. Listen to what he said, 60 Minutes last night.
Role of former President Trump in part of your investigation. It's unequivocal that Trump was the magnet that brought the people to D.C. on the 6th. Now the question is he criminally culpable for everything that happened during the siege, during the breach? What I can tell you is this, based upon, again, what we see in the public record and what we see in public statements in court. We have plenty of people, we have soccer moms from Ohio that were arrested saying, well, I did this because my president said I had to take back our house. That moves the needle towards that direction. Maybe the president is culpable for those actions, but also you see in the public record too, militia members saying, you know what, we did this because Trump just talks a big game. He's just all talk. We did what he wouldn't do. In short, you have investigators looking into the president's role. We have people looking at everything. Correct. Everything's being looked at.
That's 60 Minutes last night. So, yeah, so exactly. You know, if he was the man, like, there have been instances like, oh gosh, I can think of a couple. Okay, remember David Cassidy? Used to be, he's dead now, but he was a big singer back in the day. He was on the Partridge Family. He was the biggest music act in the world, and a couple of kids were killed at one of his concerts, stomped to death. I guess one of those concerts where they had festival seating. You know, whoever got in, they would run for the seats, and some girls got killed at a David Cassidy concert. Now, David Cassidy was the magnet that brought them there, but he wasn't responsible for their death. Here in South Florida, about 25, 30 years ago, Jason Priestley and Luke Perry had a personal appearance at a mall, and 5 girls were stomped and hospitalized. They were Jason Priestley and Luke Perry from Beverly Hills 90210 at the time. It was a big show. That was the magnet that brought the people there, but it wasn't their fault they got stomped on. You know, I mean, I've never heard of such a thing before. There were other concerts where people were killed. You know,
bad, that's all.
It's pathetic. They're really grasping at straws here. I mean, you know, they want him responsible for these things. No. I mean, was it John Hinckley said he shot Reagan because the show was love for Jodie Foster, right? It was Jodie Foster. No one blamed it. Jodie Foster wasn't brought up on charges in the Hinckley attempt on President Reagan. It's just stupid. You know, this standard they're applying for Trump is absurd.
Desperate.
Yeah. I mean, who...
By the way, I didn't get your comment on my theory.
Which one?
The only option that could put an end to this border thing would be as if he reversed himself at
Biden.
And that's what they got to do. They got to get these people back.
Steve, he fell down the stairs and he blamed the wind. So how is he gonna reverse himself? You know, last time he hurt himself, he blamed the dog. Yeah.
Won't. I mean, that's the sad part. The one thing that could save him, his pride, prevents him from doing it.
Well, he's not going to do it. Yeah, that's what he has to do. But he's got a couple problems here. This fake propaganda tour we were talking about earlier, when the press go through these set-up things, these Leni Riefenstahl productions, they're going to have a meltdown. And they're taking the migrants and transporting them to every corner of America, even some of them up at the Canadian border, right, our northern border. There's no doubt that there's going to be some type of COVID outbreak from this. These people are being...
If that happens, his goose, what do they say? His goose is cooked.
Yeah, and then we're blessed with Kamala Harris, and then the vice president that she appoints and nominates. I mean, that's not a very good... I mean, maybe we're better with Biden than with Kamala Harris and whoever she picks as Veep. You know, if he has to step down. I mean, this...
They're going to put her in. They're not going to... There's not going to be an instant replacement.
Can you...
It's going to be...
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I think that's worse than Biden. I think things are less chaotic with Biden.
Biden, you know what you got.
Yeah.
It gets very hazy.
And I know he has more bad days than good days and a lot of senior moments, but in between those bad days and senior moments, there's brief moments of clarity where he can say, okay, you know, Kamala is scary.
As you come up with these things, they become obsolete because the situation deteriorates day by day.
Yeah.
That applies to Biden today, it's not going to apply to him in 2 or 3 weeks.
Can you think of a time when there has been now this is a federal level. I'm not talking about like South Central LA because that wasn't like a federal thing. Has there been an instance of the federal government of the United States ever collapsing to the point it has at the southern border? Because it's total collapse there.
I have to say no. I would love to be corrected. Throw that out to the audience.
Yeah.
Never been a situation this precarious
in the modern era, in our lifetimes, No, I mean there has never been a breakdown of the system. Even on 9/11, the government was firmly in control, grounding aircraft, doing this, doing that. There's never been a collapse of the American system to this degree, and there's no hope that it's going to be corrected.
You know what this reminds me of? Did I ever tell you the story of Joe Pine's last show?
No, I don't know. If I have, I've forgotten it.
It doesn't sound familiar to you. I'm sure sometime at some point I've said it. But Joe had cancer. And the situation was not unlike the situation with Rush. And it was week by week, and we were trying to finish. I think we were filming them in series of 13 or whatever it was. We were just trying to get through it. And I shouldn't have started this story. My job was I was the one who warmed the audience up, and
yeah.
If you've ever been to a taping of any television show, that's the way it is. They have a warm-up guy. That was one of my functions. And it was just before Joe was supposed to come out, and he called me. I was upstage. He was downstage in his chair, and he said, "Steve," he said, "tell him to bring down the curtain." And I said, "What?" He says, "Tell him to bring down the curtain." And they brought down the curtain. The show hasn't started yet. This is all with the audience there. And I walked over, and he said to me, "No, I'm going to get this messed up. I knew I was going to do this." He told me to bring down the curtain, and we did. And we carried him out in his chair, which was kind of a sad...
Yeah.
And I was tremendously upset because I had a good relationship with Joe, and it was very...
So you think that... So you think Kamala's going to do that with? You see Kamala doing that with Biden?
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Because they try to push it right up to the last minute, and sometimes you end up getting carried out in a chair.
Well, this incident with him falling 3 times. President Trump slipped once. He did a slip once because he wears those like 80s dress shoes that are like slippery on the bottom, but it was once and he got up, and Biden went out and attacked and made fun of him for it. When Biden fell, it was much different. He fell 3 times. He was dizzy. To me, he looked dizzy and he couldn't get his bearings. Yeah.
Get a footing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and he was dizzy, Biden. And then the second incident where he got lost on the tarmac, and you see the Secret Service and Kamala getting back to walking in the right direction towards the helicopter, Marine One, that I don't think many people have seen. It's on Twitter, so look it up on Twitter, guys. We're at that final moment where Kamala is going to have to step up and say, you gotta resign. I mean, he's really... a fall like that, I imagine he was in a lot of pain on Saturday, the day after. Something like that. That knee was a hard-hit knee.
That's the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. All right, listen, we'll take our last break of this Monday morning edition of Florida's longest-running radio show, The Steve Kane Show. And when we get back, it'll be time for the Gold Report. All right, we'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Stop paying an outrageous fortune for your tires. Go easy on your budget and buy your tires at Friendly Tire in Margate, where they have all the major brands like Goodyear and Firestone at discount prices that absolutely can't be beaten. Steve Kane's tires for his Toyota van at the other shops, $175
Steve Kane Show.
a tire. At Friendly Tire, just $75
Yeah,
a
hold on.
That's a $100 savings
Yeah, what's your name?
per tire. Tires for my daughter Emily's car, $135.
Hold on.
Shops around town. The price at Friendly Tire, only $65. That's a $70 savings per tire. These prices are out the door and on the road. Free mounting and balancing and no added charges. Friendly Tire have a great selection of good used tires too, starting at just $30 for most cars. Call my good buddy Friendly Mike at Friendly Tire. Tell him what you drive and he will give you a great low price right over the phone at 954-977.
Yeah, that's the link to my, I put it in there again, that's the link to my racetrack trip with my daughter on Saturday.
This is Lori Kane. and I want to tell you about Brighton Dental Care. I just had a lot of work done, and I avoided going to the dentist for a lot of years because I was afraid of the cost. But I went to Brighton Dental for my free consultation, which, by the way, he offers to all Steve Kane listeners. I had 2 cavities, I needed a crown on top and a crown on the bottom. If I were a horse, they would have put me down. So I scheduled
Good morning,
my
Debbie.
appointment for the next Saturday because
Hey
Brighton
there.
Dental has Saturday appointments available, and they save me a ton of money. And I will be a patient for life. Don't let cost stop you from taking care of your teeth. Brighton Dental gives Steve Kane listeners incredible discounts on all dental procedures, just like they gave me. Prices are so reasonable.
Yeah, that's my other YouTube channel that I vlog on. Main Street Moments is the name of my other YouTube channel.
922-4633. That's 954.
When I take trips to Disney World and go different places, I record them and put them up there.
Dental.com and tell them Lori Kane sent you.
Listen to the Steve Kane Show on iHeartRadio. Just search for WWNN.
All right, it is that time that we all wait for on the Steve Kane Show. I think it's the most popular feature on the show. Of course, we're talking about the Gold Report, the Precious Metals Report, brought to you by William Youngerman of William Youngerman Inc. William is one of the world's leading experts on the precious metals, gold, silver, platinum. He has them all, and they're all readily available to go as we speak. And those of you who've been following William's been a sponsor of the Steve Kane Show, I would say,
Right about 17 years, yeah.
17 years, but who's counting? He knows his stuff. I hope you have been like me and followed his advice. If you have, you are much the wealthier for it. So here with this morning's Gold Report, the one and only William Youngerman. William, how is it looking this morning?
Looking like we're still in that trading range, Steve. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Well, the markets are just holding just like they've been doing for a couple weeks now in a sideways pattern, which is going to eventually unwind into some kind of big move, I would say. I'm guessing to the upside at this point. It looks like a lot of reasons for gold to go up at this point, but we'll see where that ultimately leads us with this sideways action for so long. As of last week, we saw gold trading Friday between $17.28 and $17.48, closing at $1,744.90, which was up $8.40, closing out the week. Silver closed out the week up 19 cents at $26.25 the ounce, while platinum was down $14 at $11.86, and palladium was down $50 at $2,540. Palladium's a big mover last week as the shortages and concerns over availability became very real in Russia, one of the main suppliers. Gold this morning down $12.80 to $1,732.50 the ounce. As I said, we've been in a trading range between $17.25 and $17.50 for quite a while now. Silver down 35 cents at $25.50. Platinum down $30 right now at $11.56, and palladium down $2 at $2,538. That's pretty much where we're starting off the week, but
That's right, and let me give them the number, Steve. If you want to call there now, William Youngerman opens up at 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. 1-800-327-5010. 1-800-327-5010. They're located in Boca Raton, just east of US 1 Federal Highway, on the south side of Palmetto, on the first floor of the Bank of America building. And the address is 150 East Palmetto Park Road in Boca. And you can find all that information, the phone number, the address, and more on his website, WilliamYoungerman.com, WilliamYoungerman.com. All right, William Youngerman, we'll talk tomorrow. All right, take care. Take care. Now, you know, I've had over the years, and even currently still, a lot of friends from India, right? India. You know, you've known people from India, you know, and we know. Oh, yeah, you have. You and I have mutual friends that are from India. But one thing that I've always, well, one is Dr. Gupta, of course, at Brighton Dental Care. That's one, and his daughter. Yeah. But I've known other people throughout my entire life from India. And I'll tell you two things. First off, they have some of the most beautiful women in the world come from India that I've met. But the other thing is this. They refer to themselves as, what? Indians. And that's the term Native American has replaced Indian because, you know, you've all heard this story. Christopher Columbus thought he was an Indian. He called them Indians, but they're Native Americans, and Indians are from India. And my entire life, I've had that drilled into me. Indians are from India. Native Americans are what were mistakenly referred to as Indians. Well, this thing that happened in Atlanta last week, the massage parlor slayings by this lunatic, now everything is about hate crimes against Asians. This was an attack on sex workers, by the way. There was some collateral damage, sadly, but he was targeting the sex workers in these massage parlors where the women are slaves, okay? And they're Asian, like Chinese and Korean and Vietnamese. But now NBC News, that a couple of months ago was championing Kamala Harris as our first African-American vice president, which should be celebrated. That's a big deal. They've changed that now. Listen to this headline, NBC News. What a hurting community says it needs from its Asian American vice president. Kamala Harris is now Asian, not African American. She's now Asian. Now, I will throw this out to people. In all the years I've known people from both India and Pakistan, okay, I have never heard someone from Pakistan or India, because her mother was from India, I've never heard them refer to themselves as Asian. Like, for example, that's like saying you're North American, right? We don't say we're North Americans, we're Americans from the United States of America. I've never heard Indians refer to themselves as Asians, but there's this new thing now that they're doing where Asians are the new victim group. When you think of Asians, you think of Chinese, you think of Japanese, you think of Vietnamese, you think of Korean, things like this. Even the Philippines, you don't think of India, but now they're the new in vogue victim group. So Kamala has transformed like a butterfly, Steve. She is now an Asian American, not an African American. All right, caller, good morning. You're on the radio. What's your name? Yes, caller. Once. Twice. 3 times a lady. All right. Good morning. Oh, he said hello, but I already hit the other button. Sorry, man. All right, good morning. You're on the air. Hello. Oh, this is a great way to end the show, Steve. You're on the radio. What is your name? Oh, my. Speak up. Oh, my goodness. All right, Tony. What's on your mind, Tony? Well, we haven't met. We're talking on the phone. We have not met. We are not meeting. We're talking on the phone. We have yet to meet, and I hope we never meet. Because you sound like a weird person. Yeah. Steve Kane Show.
Like me, sound weird, I guess.
All right. You got 5 seconds to dazzle us. I just kept you on hold because I had to make a phone call and get Richard Pearl on the line. So I was just, you were just filling time. Do you have something? No, he doesn't. All right. Good morning. You're on the air. Oh my goodness. Hello. You're on the radio. What's your name?
From Brooklyn.
Uncle Jack? Yeah.
Yes. Is this Steve?
Yes, it is.
Steve, I just like you to know that I feel your pain in reference to Joe Pine and what you experienced with him many years ago. I just like you.
Can you turn your radio off?
He doesn't have much time to do that. We're almost out of time.
Finish what you were saying.
Oh my.
I just wanted to tell you that I had experienced many years ago. I was listening to Joe Pine, and I loved him. He was really a very masculine person, and I just enjoyed very much his business, the way he conducted to know if those machines are going to be in a.
Well, unfortunately, tomorrow. Call in a little earlier tomorrow because you just called at the tail end and we're out of time. And I know Steve would love to talk about Joe Pine. We just don't have time to get into all of that, so it's just seconds left. And we have just enough time to check in with Richard Pearl, whose show, Richard Pearl on Politics, follows the Steve Kane Show weekdays at 9. And on Friday's show, I asked Richard Pearl what was on deck to talk about, and you didn't want to tell us. And I listened to your show Friday, Richard Pearl, and I'm glad you didn't tell us what your topic was. You were, oh my goodness. It was exciting, though. Richard Pearl. Oh, man. And it was a very creative topic.
I got a lot of feedback on my Captain America.
I bet you did. Was any of it good? No, it was. You were right on point with all of that you said about Captain America. And you may not know this, but one of the original creators of Captain America, he worked with Stan Lee. His name is Alan Bellman. He listens to this program, and he was worked on the original Captain America during the war with Stan Lee. But you were spot on Captain. Captain America is now transgendered.
There's just one version of him.
Yeah, one version.
Usurp or to corrupt something that's already existing. Like, I remember in the 1980s, they had rainbow shower curtain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Taking it away from people.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't say the names here, but don't say the names on this program, okay? Do in the next hour on yours. But you had very creative new names for the transgendered Captain America. They were very creative.
But anyway, I wanted to say that we're going to talk about the
Yes.
About
Oh. Wow. Wow. Well, that sounds like an interesting one. Now, listen, Richard Pearl's store, Simply Natural, is open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. And if you can't make it in locally, give him a call. No matter where you're located, they can ship his great nutraceuticals to you. The number over there is 954-741-4045, 954-741-4045. And his store is located in Sunrise, just north of Sunset Strip on the east side of University. And don't touch that radio dial. Richard Pearl on Politics comes up next on this radio station. All right, Richard Pearl, have a great show, and we'll talk tomorrow. All right, Steve, you want to sign us off, Steve?
Does it for today. We thank you for joining us. Yes, we will be back tomorrow to do it all over again, starting at 6 a.m., Brian will be with you, and I'll join you in progress. Until tomorrow, on behalf of my wonderful son, Tyler, who is our technical director, Brian, of course, my left and right hand, and I am, of course, yours truly, Steve Kane. Till tomorrow, God bless Donald Trump.
We've got you covered. AM 1470, FM 95.3, 96.9. South Florida's FM Money Talk Radio Network. WWNN, Pompano Beach.
All right, guys. Listen, if you're new here, subscribe. Click the notification bell. And everybody in there, if you could like the video and share it. If you just share it on one of your social media platforms, that would help a lot, bring new people here. But liking the video is very important to get, you hear everybody talk about that YouTube algorithm. The liking of the videos is a big thing that helps that YouTube algorithm recommend my videos to other like-minded people, which of course we want to do. And bring more of them here. So if you could do all that, I would appreciate it. If you're new here, I'll just tell you who I am real quick. My name is Brian Craig. This is the Steve Kane Radio Show that I co-host. It's the longest running radio show in Florida. We're on a whole bunch of radio stations, and when we're live on the radio, we stream here on YouTube. And I also put other videos up here all the time too. I upload my podcast here. I do live streams randomly throughout the week, and a lot of other content too that I put up here, other than the live radio show every morning from 6 until 9 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Again, subscribe, click the notification bell, and like the video, and share it if you can. All right, take care, guys. Thanks for watching.